is happening now. What does that mean? It means when you use your coupon or Macy's card, you can take an extra 30% off, just like friends and family can. That's 30% off the latest trends, 30% off new arrivals, 30% off the best brands. It's just this week. It's just what you've been waiting for, and it's only at Macy's. Savings off regular and all.
Garibaldi's Italian Eatery offers Italian dishes, subs, kids menus, and their delicious pizza. The foundation of a great pizza starts with the crust. Garibaldi's crust is crunchy at the bottom, airy in the middle, and perfect every time. The finest ingredients are used to give their pizza this exquisite crust and wonderful taste. Dine at either of the Garibaldi's 2 locations in Hoffman Estates and Arlington Heights. Free party rooms are available too. Visit Garibaldis.com today.
For exceptional home-cooked meals, visit the longest family-owned restaurant in Elgin. Paul's Family Restaurant at Lawrence and McLean takes pride in their fresh daily specials like steaks, fish, pasta, soups, and more. Paul's fresh buttermilk pancakes and breakfast skillets are phenomenal. As you walk in, you can't help but notice owner Elaine's wonderful eye for detail. The toughest decision you'll have to make is what size leftover box to take home. Call 847-695-8687.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. Happy Blues Day Tuesday. Happy Election Day. Oh my goodness. Gird your loins, as Nigel says from The Devil Wears Prada. Gird your loins. Now, it's definitely a day to be excited for, to be nervous, to feel all the feels, right? I mean, our nation depends on it. So, happy Election Day, everybody. Hopefully everyone went out and voted. And, of course, what? Oh, you got to go? Okay. I was going to have Dennis Sonar Green here for a bit, but that's okay. He did send me a list of the key watch parties to cover, as well as the Kane County Democratic Party watch party. So, I'll go through those. Here in just a bit, but little introduction. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. We hope you are enjoying your morning so far. Again, it is Tuesday, Blues Day Tuesday, and we're taking you here out to lunch with WRMN. I'm your host, Matt McNeil, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin. It is quite the busy day today, so of course what we'll do first is we'll go through the weather. What do we have for temperatures today? Well, it is a little bit more of a rainier day outside today. It's a rainy day. We've got a high of 65 degrees. We're almost at our high. We're basically at our high right now. I came prepared to wear a coat, and I didn't need it because it's a little bit more humid outside today too with the wet rain. So it is going to be raining throughout the whole day today on Election Day. We've got a high of 65, dropping down to a low of 44 degrees for tonight. So we're going to be seeing showers, rain, and then mostly cloudy. The showers are going to start to kind of clear up a little bit as we get closer into around 7 o'clock or so. Then it's going to start to clear up a little bit here. We've got here partly cloudy, a little bit in the very early morning on Wednesday, which leads into Wednesday here, dropping down to a low of 38 for our low for Wednesday night, a high of 54 degrees for Wednesday afternoon. Generally is when the high starts. Now, of course, we're still here early in the morning, and we're already at our high as I'm speaking, so it's a little bit toasty, but that's okay. So with that being said, here we've got partly cloudy skies throughout the day here for Wednesday. Tomorrow, it is going to be mostly cloudy into the afternoon and evening. Then it does start to clear up a little bit here for Thursday. High of 57, low of 36. Predicted to be actually mostly sunny coming up for Thursday, so that's going to be pretty nice. We get to see some clear skies for Thursday night, low of 36. We see for Friday here, a high of 60. Yes, a high of 60 degrees, low of 38 degrees for Friday night. Predicted to be pretty much mostly sunny throughout the day, partly cloudy into the night and mostly cloudy into the very, very early morning of Saturday. And then we get to the weekend here for Saturday, where you're going to be seeing mostly cloudy skies and showers. So we're going to be seeing those showers going on throughout the whole day on Saturday. We see a high of 58 and a low of 49 degrees. Sunday rolls around. We see a high of 59, low of 43 degrees. Scattered showers throughout the day, continuing on with mostly cloudy skies as we get into Sunday night. Very early morning for next Monday here, partly cloudy. We start to see the temperatures staying within the 50s here, high of 57, dropping down to a low of 41 degrees. And it is supposed to be here partly cloudy throughout the whole day for Monday. Tuesday rolls around. We've got here partly cloudy skies, high of 62, low of 47 degrees. Predicted to be pretty much partly cloudy with another chance of showers. Yes, we're going to be seeing quite a bit of the showers rolling in through here. We see it today. Wednesday, I don't believe showers. Thursday, Friday, no. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, no chance of showers. Saturday, Sunday, yes. And then Tuesday, later in the day for Tuesday, another yes. So definitely a little bit more rain coming in through here, but it's not super hot out. So I can't complain too much. And it's November. It happens in November. So happy Tuesday. Let's take a look here. And, of course, with the hustle and bustle of today, with it being election day, a lot of people are very excited. A lot of people are very nervous. We want to kind of, present to you some good news. Some good news, some inspirational news. So this is brought to you by sunnyskies.com. This was posted yesterday, but I'm going to read it for today. So this is just a fun story here. A dad builds an incredible 65-foot pirate ship playset for his kids. How cool is that? So I'll definitely show it to you also on the screen here as well, because this is quite the pirate ship indeed. Arg, yes indeed. When this dad saw this jaw-dropping prices of large play sets, he decided to take matters into his own hands, and his backyard would never be the same. Instead of shelling out big bucks, he spent months building a massive 65-foot pirate ship playset, creating a dream come true for his kids. Now, I am interested here, too, on... here it is. The project cost him around $5,000, a fraction of what he would have paid for a similar set. Okay, that was going to be my next question. How much did he actually have to pay for all the equipment to build it? And was it worth it? And here it is. It totally was. So by sourcing lumber from a local sawmill, he saved even more, transforming raw wood into an imaginative playset for his children. Very, very cool. Oh my goodness. How lucky those kids are to have that in their backyard. It looks like something you'd see at like Gobert's Pumpkin Farm. This masterpiece is complete with towering mats, spacious decks, and plenty of room for climbing and exploring. If you also take a look here, too, they added some final touches, including a laying down rubber mulch and even a hammock as well, too. A couple actually strung together 3 hammocks. That's nice. Very cool. For his kids, their backyard is now a land of endless adventure. Oh, my goodness. There's lots of fun things to do there, too. An entire park condensed into his backyard. Dad of the year, we think so, they say. That's pretty nice. So I'm sharing these pictures here on the YouTube side of things. So we are, of course, streaming live here on youtube.com at WRMN Radio. If you'd like to hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell. You can always keep up to date and in the loop with what's happening here on WRMN and, of course, what is going on within the Fox River Valley. So we've got that incredible story there. Very nice. Dad building an incredible 65-foot pirate ship for his kids. This and more can be found on sunnyskies.com. So that's sunnyskies.com. Let's see here. So, pardon me. The more recent story, this was posted onto foxvalleymagazine.com, and I do believe this was posted in the afternoon time because I remember towards the 12 o'clock hour yesterday, I did see this story. I didn't read it, though, so I'll read it to you today. You might already be familiar with the story, but we'll go through it. Batavia police are investigating a suspicious man who had appeared to lure children with candy in Batavia Park. This was posted on November 4th. By foxvalleymagazine.com. So the Batavia police are investigating an incident at Prairie Latham Park in Batavia. Now, this was on Friday, wherein an unidentified man beckoned to elementary school aged children and offered them candy. At approximately 6:42 p.m. on Friday, Batavia police officers were made aware of a suspicious incident that occurred earlier in the day at Prairie Latham Park, located at 601 North Prairie Street. 2 elementary school-aged children reported that they were playing at the park near the southeast side of Louise White School earlier that day, and that was approximately at around 4:45 to 5:15 p.m. when they heard a voice calling from a cluster of trees on the east side of the school. They walked towards the voice and discovered a man calling them and offering free candy. The children described the subject as possibly a white older male wearing all black with a black hooded sweatshirt. The children reported the man was under an orange blanket. The children left the scene and reported the incident to their parents. That's great. As the children were leaving, they observed a black sedan leaving the parking lot of Louise White School. The children were unable to provide any other additional identifying information about the vehicle. And of course, Batavia police are continuing to investigate this incident and are requesting that anyone with information okay, hang on a sec. They're doing the test. So it won't come through on YouTube, but it'll come through on the radio because they're doing the test right now. I just heard it. You know, the beep, beep, beep. They say, this is a test. Okay. Okay, I think we're good now. Are we in the safe zone? We're good. Okay. They always do that test. I just heard it coming on the radio here. If you were listening live on the radio, of course, you heard that test. But if you were on YouTube, you didn't hear it. So it was just continuing on. So again, about this incident here, Batavia police are continuing to investigate this incident and are requesting that anyone with information on this event, including eyewitnesses, accounts, or surveillance video, to contact the Batavia Police Department investigation. So that has been posted onto foxvalleymagazine.com. The time is almost 10:17. We're going to take a quick time out. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410 here in just a bit. So, of course, stay tuned.
Come on out to the Country Donuts, that is, at Route 20 and Nestler Road. They're always open. Donuts are made daily using only the finest ingredients to ensure freshness. Their huge variety of donuts offers something to please everyone. Country Donuts doesn't stop at offering you the best donuts. Enjoy a delicious breakfast sandwich or stop in for lunch and try a bowl of their famous chili. Need a larger or special donut order for your office? Call 847-488-1900.
Crime is up in Illinois, and I'm not sitting back to wait and watch dangerous, radical left policies destroy Kane County. I'm Andrew Sosnowski. I have over 35 years of experience with prosecutions of crime, advocating for victims and children. I will root out the causes of crime and be the lead county prosecutor who will fight for our freedom, safety, and security. Vote Andrew Sosnowski for Kane County State's Attorney. I'm Andrew Sosnowski, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Sosnowski for Kane Committee.
Discover the authentic taste of Italy at Massiano's Pizza and Pastaria of Elgin. There is one inexhaustible aspect of everyday life that never dulls, namely the simple pleasure of eating and drinking. Massiano's wants to make sure that this is the best part of your day. Visit Massianos.com and sign up to view their special offers all year long. Delivery, carry out, or dine in, enjoy it anyway, because life is good at Massiano's.
Dine out with family and friends at Nick's Pizza in Elgin or Crystal Lake. Nick serves up award-winning thin crust and Chicago-style pizza. Eat in or carry out. In addition to Nick's fabulous pizza, let Nick's cater your events with pizza, pasta, Italian beef, and other delicious offerings. Their big banquet rooms can accommodate all your event needs. So, for great pizza in a Northwoods, cabin-style atmosphere, bring family and friends to Nick's. Visit nickspizzapub.com.
Are you ready to take your brand to the next level? Image 360 South Elgin is your ultimate destination for custom signs and visual communication solutions. Looking to rebrand your office interior? Need striking vehicle wraps or decals for your fleet? Or perhaps you're in the market for a standout trade show display? At Image 360 South Elgin, they've got you covered. As your full-service custom sign and graphics partner, they deliver bold solutions and exceptional support. From outdoor signage signage to eye-catching store signs, indoor graphics to comprehensive branding solutions. They have the experience to elevate your brand's presence. Trust Image 360 to create a long-term partnership that gives your brand 360 degrees of exposure. Visit them at 506 Sundown Road in South Elgin. Image 360 South Elgin. Bold solutions, exceptional support.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Out to Lunch with WRMN, AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. We hope you are enjoying your morning so far. It is Election Day. It is a day that is very much so anticipated. You might have already gotten out there and voted. And, well, we wish everyone, of course, the best of luck. Got to be balanced. Not getting political here. That's during a political talk show. Anywho, so with that being said, it's also Blues Day Tuesday today. So happy Blues Day Tuesday. Blues Days Tuesdays, of course. So there's that, of course. I know that a little bit earlier today we were having some technical difficulties. However, we've got those situated now, so we are all set and ready to go. Again, pretty rainy day outside today. A little bit cloudy, you know. Is that something that's kind of like, oh, does that line up with election? I don't know. But with that being said, of course, we're here and we're looking forward to, we're going to be going out to some places. I'm going to go out with Dino later tonight, and it's going to be fun. So stay tuned for that. We're going to be broadcasting live from Arcata. So that's going to be a good time for sure. We're going to be doing the coverage here really until like midnight. Yes. So stay tuned for that. You'll be able to listen to us live through our WRMN radio app that's available for download on Google Play for Samsung. So it's the Google Play Store. And also available on the App Store through, for the app. My goodness me, I needed a stronger cup of coffee today. It's through the App Store, available through the App Store for the Apple users out there too. You can also listen to us live here on our main website, WRMN1410.com. So if you go to our main website, you'll be able to find that information posted on there too with links. So feel free to check out that information posted on there too. We're also on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. We're hoping to also utilize those platforms more as well, getting more content out there for you to enjoy too. So we're in the works of doing that as well. So that information is posted on our website, of course, WRMN1410.com. So let's take a look here at KaneCountyConnects.com. They did post, of course, the general election is today. It is election day. They have a list of the FAQs. So if you'd like to take a look at that, you can feel free to. General election is today, and the Kane County polls are open from, now until 7 p.m. So they opened at 6 a.m. and then they're open until 7 p.m. There are polling places throughout the county. There is a list of every place. So if you would like to take a look at that, that list is available on their website. It'll take you to the election day voting for polling places on election day. And then, of course, you can open that and you'll be able to see everything there, too. And I'll make sure, of course, to just kind of go through the list a little bit here, just kind of telling you the different places. Not all of them, because, I mean, there's a lot. There's a total of 3 pages. But if you do want to find that information, an easy way to do it, here, I'll even go through how to look it up step by step. So you can just look up KaneCountyConnects.com. You can check out under It's Election Day. Just click on it. You'll be able to click those links. It's pretty easy to see. So if you want to click the link and also see what's on your ballot as well, too. So you'll be able to also click the link to find and see what is on your ballot. So that information is posted on there too. You can check out the scrolling results, precincts, reporting, and contest totals too. So that information is posted on there. Of course, they have a list of all of the registered voters there. Total ballots casted, well, not quite yet. So with that being said here, of course, all that information is posted on the kanecountyil.gov website, so you'll be able to find that information posted there. You can find information, of course, on the candidate list as well, too. So we also do have a candidate list here, too. So if you would like to call in, if you have any questions on any in particular candidates here, we do have just kind of a general basis on who they are and where they're located as well in terms of district. So feel free to give us a call here, 847-931-1410. Of course, we've been promising you this information here, and we've got it for you. Of course, so feel free to do that. Of course, we also do have our Image 360 info number at 505-926-1410. Again, 505-926-1410, brought to you by Image 360 in South Elgin. And also take a look at the list of the petitions for candidates. You can feel that check out that information posted there too. So there's a lot. Poll watcher, campaign disclosures, certification of ballot, all those good things. So that information is posted onto the clerk.kanecountyil.gov website. So you can feel free to explore that website for yourself if you'd like to do that. I lost my place here. Let me go back to the KaneCountyConnects.com website here, because there's also some other little information here too. For Election Day questions, you can contact the Kane County Clerk's office. Their number is 630-232-5990. That is 630-232-5990. To report an irregularity or issue with the voting process, you can also call the Kane County State's Attorney's Office, 630-208-5328, or also the Kane County Sheriff, 630-232-6840. That information is all posted on to KaneCountyConnects.com. So feel free to check out that information posted on there. Again, there is also the list here, of course, brought to you by the KaneCountyIL.gov website as well here too. It does tell, of course, the phone number, the fax, how to email them as well, and what website to go to if you have any questions. Of course, John A. Cunningham is the Kane County Clerk at 719 South Batavia Avenue, Building B in Geneva. Now, of course, they've got a list of where you can go. So they've got the Aurora Township. There's a total here in the Aurora Township area. Let me take a look. We've got a total of 61 places. So there's 61 places, just to name a few here. We've got here the Gales Memorial Baptist Church is where you can go to vote here. St. Joseph Church, Redeemer Community Church, Wesley United Methodist Church. There's also Mount Olive Church of God, Bethany of Fox Valley. So there's a lot of different ones out there too. So there's on the list a total. Well, I'm seeing some of them are doubled or even tripled. Yeah, some of them are doubled or even tripled on the list here. I'm seeing, so not quite yet 60, not quite 61. There's just kind of they have a couple different ones that are, they have a couple ones that are the same on the same list. They also do have the list on the Batavia Township, Big Rock Township, Blackberry Township as well. The Burlington Township is St. John's Lutheran Church in Burlington. Campton Township, of course, Dundee Township as well. You can also check that out too. Geneva Township, Elgin, of course, Gail Borden Public Library is the first one on the list. You can also go to American Legion Post 57 at 820 North Liberty Street. And I'm not quite sure. I'll have to see if Commander Smith says this, if they're going to be serving food. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to double check on that. If we go to American Legion Post 57, now I'm going to have to see if that happens to be on there. So they did have the Queen of Hearts drawing. That was November 4th. Yes, very cool. So I haven't seen anything quite yet. I haven't seen anything quite yet for them. You can also check out the Hampshire Township, Caneville Township, Plato Township, and all the other ones listed there too. So that information is posted. Feel free to check it out for yourself. Absolutely. So with that being said here, this does wrap it up here for the first half hour. It's the first half hour here of Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. What we're going to do is, of course, take a quick time out, take it to the bottom of the hour news and messages from our sponsors. Then when we come back, what we'll do is, of course, we'll talk about some places to go out to eat. Now, I've got two places that are kind of, I wouldn't say they're like opposite from each other, but they kind of are. It's like kind of like, it's election day, you got one side versus the other. So I'm like, okay, we're going to choose one place that's a nice fancy steakhouse that you could go to before or after, and then a place that is just kind of more relaxed and casual. So kind of keeping a balance there, recognizing both in those categories. Stay tuned, we'll be back with more in just a bit.
With your 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Cintas. 3 Naperville police officers honored for their heroics back in January. Allison Simcoe, Courtney Duffy, and Mark Schumacher were honored by the 100 Club of DuPage County. They took part in a rescue in January in which they saved a family from a freezing pond as their vehicle was sinking following an accident. Kane County landmarks like the Government Center and the 3rd Street Courthouse are now glowing green this week. The illumination, part of Operation Greenlight, a national initiative to show support and appreciation for veterans. It'll be going on from now through Veterans Day, with the green light serving as a beacon of thanks to those who served in the military. The City of Elgin and Metra announcing that there will be a closure on Kimball Street Railroad Crossing on Wednesday, starting at 5 a.m. Metra is scheduled to conduct crucial repair work expected to last about 15 hours. With your 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan.
The only downside to Taco Bell's Cravings value menu is having to decide. It's got 10 different favorites for $3 or less. How do I choose between the super beefy cheesy double beef burrito, the crunchy loaded beef nachos, the pillowy 3-cheese chicken flatbread, or the... I don't have time to list them all. I'll have to go to Taco Bell and try them. The Taco Bell Cravings value menu. 10 items, $3 or less. At participating U.S. stores while supplies last. Contact store for participation, which varies. Tax extra. Double seasoned beef compared to the Burrito Supreme.
Not sure how much you know about Progressive Insurance. You may know us for insuring your home and auto. You may know a couple of our commercials. But what you may not know is that since 2013, Progressive has been honoring veterans with vehicle donations through the annual Keys to Progress Veteran Vehicle Giveaway Program, giving back to those who gave so much. Now, you probably didn't wake up today saying, I really wish I knew more about Progressive Insurance, but this seemed like the type of thing people wouldn't mind hearing about. Find out more about how we're dedicated to our customers and communities at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. Monday Night Football in overtime, the Chiefs beat the Buccaneers 30-24. Kansas City remains undefeated. They're 8-0 as they continue their hunt of a third consecutive Super Bowl. Tampa drops to 4-5 with the setback. 3 touchdown passes for Patrick Mahomes, the Chiefs QB, 34-44, passing 291 yards. Kareem Hunt, 27 carries, 106 yards and a touchdown. On the other side, Baker Mayfield, 23 of 31 passing for Tampa, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. Rashad White rushed for a score. Kansas City improves to 4-0 at home this season. Meanwhile, Patrick Mahomes 6-0 all-time in career overtime games. Kansas City has a franchise record 14-game winning streak, including the playoffs. The Buccaneers have lost 3 in a row and sit second in the NFC South.
Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive.
I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
If you're not planning to come into Macy's this week, you're missing out because our Friends and Family Sale is happening now. What does that mean? It means when you use your coupon or Macy's card, you can take an extra 30% off, just like Friends and Family can. That's 30% off the latest trends, 30% off new arrivals, 30% off the best brands. It's just this week. It's just what you've been waiting for, and it's only at Macy's. Savings off regular and already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
The 90s called. They said the Gordita Supreme is so back in the new $7 Lux Cravings box from Taco Bell. It's all looking fresh to death with the pillowy 90s Gordita Supreme alongside the beefy 5-layer burrito, double stacked taco, chips with nacho cheese sauce, and medium drink. All for just $7. It's your wallet's favorite cheesy crunchy combo here for a limited time. Grab yours and relive the decades only at Taco Bell. At participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only while supplies last. Contact store for price and participation, which varies. Drinks and foods freezes. Tax extra.
welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN, AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. We hope you are enjoying your Blues Day Tuesday today. And it's also Election Day as well. Also, thank you to Wendy for commenting into here today. It's Taco Tuesday at American Legion for lunch and dinner. I heard it from the commander this morning. I appreciate that, Wendy. Thanks so much for commenting in and letting me know. Of course, here on WRMN, we like to keep you up to date and in the loop with what's happening in the Fox River Valley. But I also, of course, love to also remind you, too, those of you listening in are also part of the show here, too. Like Wendy here and like many others, of course, out there too. You also help me. You also keep me in the loop with what's happening as well. Sometimes I need assistance. Oh, yes. I definitely need assistance at times to remember things. So I appreciate it. And very much so. So you, everybody helps each other out and I love it. That's awesome. So again, thank you to everyone for listening in and commenting live on YouTube, of course. Or also through the other means as well, of course, of being able to have your voice heard. And, of course, also to be a part of the conversation. Now, of course, with it being Election Day today, I wanted to talk about two places to go to out to dinner. Now, these are kind of like, you know, places to go out. Now, I encourage you, of course, to go out to some good places. We've got here coming up here with the Arcata Theater. So we've got here a fun little party that's coming up here, Kane County GOP Election Night Watch Party. And what we'll do here too is I'll make sure to pull it up on the screen first here so that you can see it, so that you know exactly. I'm looking forward to it. You can join in for a night of excitement on the Election Night Watch Party in the Rockin' Ravioli Room. This is going to be at the Arcata Theater. Doors open at 6 p.m. with a cash bar, giving everybody a chance to connect before the event kicks off at 7 p.m. I'm going to be out there. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be broadcasting live. Dino will be out there too. Don't miss the energy as we watch live election results unfold. Enjoy food provided by our candidates and drinks from the cash bar. Registration and sign up are required at the door for security. We look forward to seeing you there. Yes, so that is the Kane County GOP Election Night Watch Party at the Arcata Theater, located at 105 East Main Street in St. Charles. That is the Arcata Theater. If you want to check out their website, arcatalive.com for more information. If you do want to know exactly what's going on at the Arcata Theater, you can listen to Dino's Night Out, or Dino's Den. That is on Fridays from 2 to 4 o'clock. Of course, he always does present Arcata with Ron Onesti. Of course, they are a sponsor of his show. So feel free to check it out. Beautiful theater to go to, and very much so looking forward to that fun, exciting night. Very nice. Awesome. So let's talk about here, if you want to go out to dinner, we'll talk about two places. We'll talk about the fancy, a little bit more upscale, and then a little bit more of the casual. A little bit more of the casual. Now, I'm not trying to, poke fun and say, oh, okay, this one political side is actually more this and the. It's just sort of like a representation of, the two one versus the other kind of thing. So it's sort of, I'm not trying to get political here, but you know what I mean. We've got a steakhouse to go to, and then also a diner. So I'm giving you a sneak peek. Just kind of two different places, what you like. If you want to go for a nice steak dinner tonight before, of course, watching the election, this is a place for you. Sullivan's Steakhouse. This is in Naperville. Or if you would prefer maybe something a little bit more casual with a modern style, you can check out Ozzy's Diner, located in Aurora. So I'm just kind of giving you two different options here, of course. I'm not saying you have to go with these options, but I'm just saying, if you want to do something a little bit more casual before watching it, or something a little bit more fine dining, here are some options for you, of course. We've got here the Steakhouse and Fine Dining in Naperville, known as Sullivan's Steakhouse, an upscale chain serving beef, seafood, and cocktails that is going to be opening up 11 a.m. today until 10 p.m. This is at 244 South Main Street in Naperville. You want to celebrate Election Day, right? And there are many people out there that want to go out for like a nice, fine dining dinner, right? kind of get into the mood, get a little bit fancy so that you're ready for election night, well, you can check out sullivansteakhouse.com, or of course just go to Sullivan Steakhouse. Again, it is upscale, so it is a little bit more pricey, but of course, if that is worth it to you, be my guest. And bring in some guests too, of course, if you go to Sullivan Steakhouse. Fine dining in Naperville, Illinois. Now, they're open Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., Friday and Saturday from 11 a.m. until 11 p.m. They also do have lunch daily from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., so you can also go out for a nice lunch as we take you out to lunch. Happy hour specials, they do have their Monday through Thursday, 3 p.m. to 6. They have their bar bites starting at $10 during that time. Now, they were awarded the 2024 Award of Excellence by the Wine Spectator, so complimentary to them, of course, very nice. If you're looking for a perfect steakhouse in Naperville, kind of blends some great food with a memorable dining experience, this is Sullivan's Steakhouse. It's in the heart of Naperville, near the bustling Riverwalk and vibrant downtown, and I wouldn't say too far away from the Fox River itself. They established itself as the go-to spot for steak lovers, seafood aficionados, and anyone craving an upscale yet approachable atmosphere. So if you want to check out more information, you can visit their website at sullivansteakhouse.com. I also have to point out here too, now you won't be able to see it if you're not watching on YouTube, but they have a section here on their website that does tell their menu, and I absolutely am in love with the background image. What it is it's a beautiful, almost Art Deco design that's very subtle. It's like a gold and almost like a maroon purple color. I would totally have wallpaper like that in my home. Absolutely. I just wanted to point that out here. So the website designer of Sullivan Steakhouse, awesome job. That is really, really pretty. Simple, classy color scheming patterns that you've got going on here with the nice, deep kind of subtle purple and the gold. It's really nice. So it's very cool. I like it. Just wanted to throw that out there from kind of an artistic perspective. But let's take a look at their dinner menu. You want to go out for a nice dinner? Let's take a look and see what they've got. We can start off here with some cheese steak egg rolls, sweet and spicy cauliflower. And by the way, too, of course, when I'm talking about these different places, I always encourage that you find inspiration in, maybe thinking of other places, too. Maybe you don't want to go to this place in particular, but there's something on the menu that you're like, that sounds pretty interesting. That reminded me, I know of a place that I like to go to. Let's go to there. So this is also kind of a way to help to inspire you to, go to other places, too. Not just Sullivan Steakhouse, but if there's something on the menu that kind of sparks your memory, you're like, that sounds really good tonight. We could try this place, or there's another place I know that we can go to get that. So I'm just kind of here to help you out a little bit there and also present to you the deliciousness that is this menu. So for starters, you can try some of their cauliflower cheesesteak egg rolls. They offer jumbo lump crab cakes. You can try their dynamite rolls, angry shrimp, tempura lobster tails. They offer their charboiled oysters, or a seafood tower, a tower of seafood. They offer their soups and greens, so of course you can do soups and salads. You can try their French onion soup, spinach salad, market fresh greens, iceberg lettuce wedge, or a tableside BLT salad as well too. You can try their bone-in and specialty steaks. Now, again, like I said, this is a little bit more on the pricier side. However, if this is worth it to you, if you want to treat yourself tonight because it's election night, here you go. Or like I said before, if any of these certain items that I mentioned here kind of spark a little interest and you know of a place that maybe is a little bit more in your budget that you can go to, of course, absolutely, we're here to inspire. We've got here the bone-in ribeye cowboy cut, 22 ounce. Wow, that is a big steak. You can try their Wagyu bone-in strip steak that they have. They offer a porterhouse dry-aged tomahawk ribeye. It's a 35-day dry age, and that's 28 ounce for like $100. 28 ounce, that's big, and it's fancy too. Roasted rack of lamb is another one too. You can try their house-cut steaks. They offer their filet mignon, ribeye, and prime New York strip steaks. So you're getting high-quality meats here. You can even enhance your steak as well, add some extra special toppings to it. You can do it Oscar style, which includes jumbo lump crabs, asparagus as well there too. And then béarnaise, I think is how it's pronounced. Crab stuffed shrimp. They've also got boiled lobster tail that you can add to the side as well if you're very hungry. They offer their fresh seafood and chicken. You can try their tuna steak. They offer cold water twin lobster tails, their herb brick chicken that includes garlic mashed potatoes, sliced cherry peppers, and balsamic onions as well. You can even do some nice side dishes as well. Brussels sprouts, fresh asparagus, cream style spinach, lobster 3 cheese mac. That's mac and cheese. Lobster 3 cheese mac and cheese. Or if you just want it just as a regular 3 cheese mac and cheese, it's $14. With the lobster, it's $22. You can try their salt-crusted baked potato. You can try their sweet potato casserole, wild steakhouse mushrooms, and even some sautéed baby spinach. So they've got some good options here that you can check out for yourself. They've also have their $49 prefix menu. So it's $49. It's called the Sure Thing. So it's their prefix menu. You can try like a choose one. They have entree, indulge, and then also dessert. So they've got all of those there as their prefix menu that you get to choose for yourself. So if you'd like to take a look at this information, it's posted. And information as, of course, the delicious food options for their dinner menu here at Sullivan's Steakhouse. Feel free to check it out for more information. And of course, I also want to go through the dessert menu because the dessert looks absolutely phenomenal. You can try their New York style cheesecake with graham cracker crust and fresh strawberries. If you do love key lime pie, you can try that with their raspberry puree. If you like a chocolate, you can try the chocolate bliss. Chocolate bliss is another good one to try. They've got their seasonal creme brulee, their berries and cream, and peanut butter pie. Sounds pretty good. They offer their decadent drinks, so if you want to try something a little bit fancy there too, they've got their drink menu that you can try out. White chocolate almond martini, Sullivan's Irish coffee, or a favorite of my grandma Isabel's when she went out, the grasshopper. That was one of her favorites. So some good stuff to try out here too. That's all at sullivansteakhouse.com. Sullivan Steakhouse. Very cool. The time is 10:46. We're going to take another quick time out. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410 here in just a bit. So, of course, stay tuned, everybody.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the better business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
There's a price war in the insurance business, and you may be paying too much. Call the Term Lifeline right now and see if you can save 40%. $500,000 plans and up, that's our specialty. Even great smokers' rates. Protect your family today. Call the Term Lifeline right now for a free quote. 866-509-TERM. 866-509-TERM. 866-509-TERM.
Take a historic walk through the home of America's greatest showman, Al Ringling. Located in Baraboo, Wisconsin, you can view the grand opulence on a guided tour, now hourly starting 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Weekday tours begin on the veranda and on the weekends in the tap room of the Al Ringling Brewery. Behind the mansion, kick back and try a flight of craft beers and dine at this family-friendly stop. Visit alringlingmansion.com for more information.
Wake up, Fox River Valley. WRMN AM 1410 is shaking things up with a brand new weekday lineup that'll keep you informed, entertained, and engaged. I'm Marky B, WRMN Program Director and host of The First Shift, inviting you to start your day with The First Shift from 6 to 10 a.m. Monday through Friday. Larry Jones, Jakes, myself, and the entire First Shift team bring you the latest local news, entertainment, and, my favorite, more to kick off your morning. Then it's Out to Lunch with Matt McNeil from 10 until 1 p.m. Tune in for your midday fix of news, interviews, community happenings, and of course, the legendary WRMN Tradio Show. In the afternoon, join us for Fox Valley Afternoons from 2 until 6 p.m. Tammy and friends will chat lifestyle from 2 to 4, while Sonar and his crew dive into politics and news from 4 until 6. Plus, get to know the movers and shakers of the Fox River Valley with exclusive interviews, too. Don't miss out on our new local lineup that's tailor-made for you. WRMN AM 1410, the talk of the town. Tune in and turn it up.
Welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN, AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin. We are serving the Fox River Valley. We hope you are enjoying your day today. Starting to light up a little bit here. I wouldn't say we're getting a whole ton of sunshine, but I can kind of see a little bit coming in through here. So with the remainder of the time here, we'll continue on. I want to talk about another place here. We just talked about Sullivan's Steakhouse, nice fine dining experience in Naperville. A suggestion to you, or of course an inspiration if you want to try out some other good, delicious steakhouses, some fine dining before, of course, before, of course, watching the elections. Now, if you are much more of like simple, easy diner, comfort food, I want to feel comfortable before we watch the elections, you can try this place. This is located in Aurora. This is Ozzy's Diner. This is called Ozzy's Diner in Aurora. They serve vegetarian dishes. They have skillets, omelets, pancakes, and more. Now, they are actually closing at 3 p.m., so this is a little bit more of a breakfast/lunch place to go to kind of get you started for your day, and or, of course, also a little bit of the early afternoon. So taking you a little bit more onto the out to lunch scene here to enjoy. So if you want to go out for kind of a nice lunch, maybe you're planning on doing that before kind of watching the elections there, then this is a good place for you to try out. It's Ozzy's Diner. And again, like I said before, this also is kind of an inspiration in case you want to, maybe just try something nice and casual. It includes not just for lunch or breakfast, but also for dinner as well, too. Now, Ozzy's Diner does close at 3, so they don't serve dinner. But again, just kind of giving some inspiration out there to you, or of course, to also try out this place. They're Ozzy's Restaurant, Modern Pancake House, delicious dishes. Join them for breakfast and lunch. Try their famous cinnamon swirl French toast. So if you like the diner style comfort food to enjoy today on election day, then here's an option for you. We've got Ozzy's in Aurora, the House of Modern Pancakes. Now let's take a look at their menu here, and we'll take a dive into it. What do they have? You can hop into their menu with crepes, starting off there, of course, with your delicious breakfast. They offer French toast. You can try a lumberjack combo, fairy berry homestyle cinnamon French toast. They offer homestyle cinnamon French toast, of course, avocado toast. You can get that as a side as well if you'd like. They offer, of course, the regular standard of the pancakes with a twist, and also the waffles as well. You can do a stuffed strawberry pancake. I've never heard of that before, a stuffed strawberry. Usually you think or hear of pancakes that just have, strawberries on the top or on the side, but stuffed strawberry pancakes sounds pretty good. And you get it stuffed with cream cheese as well, too. So it's almost like a crepe in a pancake fashion. I love it. Or actually, it's a pancake in a crepe fashion, I guess is the better way to put it. You can try their fruit waffles, Oreo pancakes as well for something really sweet, or even their tres leches pancake topped with caramel. That sounds pretty good. They have biscuits and gravy. They have something called the Benny, of course, the Benedicts that you can try out there. They have different ones. They have a West Coast, Southwest, Kentucky, Classic, and Crab Cake. You can try the yolk, that is all the eggs there, skirt steak and eggs. Your choice breakfast, of course, the way you like it. They offer their neighborhood favorites, including street tacos that you can try out there for lunch. Of course, it is Taco Tuesday. They've got their platter as well, so if you want to go out for some nice tacos, you can get it with scrambled eggs, street tacos as a steak. You can also try their chorizo and chicken. They have their omelets. You can also try their skillets that are featured there, breakfast sandwiches, or also known as their breakfast Sammies. You can also try their salads. They offer appetizers. You can try their breaded wings, cheese sticks, onion rings, chicken quesadillas. They have a list of burgers. So if you want a comfort food burger before the election, feel free to check out their classic burger, patty melt, Chipotle burger too, if you want a little bit of a spice on there. Santa Barbara burger, which is topped with crispy bacon, avocado, lettuce, tomato, red onions, pickles, and Thousand Island dressing on the side, served with fries. You can also try their guacamole burger, their Old Hickory burger, which is topped with barbecue sauce, bacon, onions, and cheese, or their Bionic burger, onions, mushrooms, bacon, and Swiss cheese. For sandwiches, you can try their crispy chicken Chipotle sandwich, turkey club, or their pork tenderloin sandwich. You can even try a nice Euro Classic Club or their Wheat Berry BLT. It is not your ordinary BLT. It's crispy bacon, fresh lettuce, and tomatoes, all piled high on thick grilled wheat berry bread. So it is a different style of a bread there. That is the wheat berry bread. It's like all natural wheat bread that they have. You can also try their wraps. So they offer buffalo chicken wrap, BLT wrap, and chicken wrap. So they do have a good list of options here for you. Something for everyone. They have a little Italian here too. Shrimp Alfredo pasta. You can try their chicken Parmesan. We had that last night. It was very good, homemade by my aunt. Spaghetti and meat sauce or marinara sauce. They've got steak. You can try their chicken and fish. Famous fried chicken. So they have a whole big list here on their menu on their website. AussiesAurora.com is the website to go to. So pretty cool. You can also take a look at the gallery, of course. Check out all the delicious food. Even get a little slice of pie there, too, for dessert after lunch to enjoy yourself, to indulge, of course. So feel free to check out their website. They're located at Ogden Avenue in Aurora. So that's their location. It's AussiesAurora.com. You can feel free to check out more information on there too, of course. They're a modern pancake house. They offer a wide variety of menu items at a reasonable price. They serve breakfast and lunch. You should try their delicious dishes. Their promise, you'll be amazed. So feel free to check them out, their menu, and more information on their website. That is AussiesAurora.com. There is no love sincerer than the love of food. Something to get you all comfortable and your bellies full before, of course, election night. Get yourself some good lunch. Maybe have a big lunch so that you're ready to go. That's Aussies of Aurora. So, again, putting that information out there for you so that, of course, you can know. Taking a look here again, I'll touch base again here. This is coming up tonight, 7 p.m. at the Arcada Theater at the Rock and Ravioli Room at 105 East Main Street in St. Charles. This is the election night watch party. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to be broadcasting live out there, so it's definitely going to be a lot of fun. Again, if you want to check out more information on the Arcada Theater, you can check out Arcada at 105 East Main Street. That's arcadalive.com. Again, that's arcadalive.com. Check out the live music, everything that is offered there as well, too. So very, very good. They also have here, too, meet the candidates on the ballot in Kane County. So you can also check out that information on there, too, at kanedems.org. So that's Kane County Democratic candidates. You can feel free to check out that information posted on to there. Of course, the federal candidates as well as House of Representatives, state candidates, state representatives as well, too, judicial candidates, as well as local. So you got the Kane County candidates there too, their list with also their pictures. So that's good to take a look at. Board chair, Kane County board candidates, all of them listed here. So feel free to take a look at that information posted onto kanedems.org for more information. So with that being said, this does wrap it up here for the 10 o'clock hour of Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. When we come back, we'll talk about the National Day calendar, see what is another day today that, well, what is an event that you can celebrate? Besides, of course, it being Election Day, what are some other days that you can celebrate, recognize, enjoy, and also appreciate? Again, you're listening to WRMN AM 1410, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. Stay tuned. And of course, at 12:30 or so, we're going to be in our Tradio segment. So if you're looking to buy, sell, trade, and or announce to the Fox River Valley area, that'll be coming up at the 12:30 time frame. Stay tuned. We'll be back.
You never know what or who you'll hear from on the first shift with me, Marky B. Like Tim Sconing, a WRMN news reporter back in the 1960s.
The jingles you all played, they were purchased by Dick Sutter. He was at some radio convention. He came back with this reel. I remember them playing that in the studio. We were so excited. We thought we were network now. And it's the same jingles today.
That's great.
Every time I hear them, I get excited about it.
I'm sure.
It was a lot of fun.
Fun times on the first shift, right here on WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
Overtime. You want to work less of it, so you need your crop protection to work more of it. When you add Taparan or Last Chance Pro adjuvants from CHS, they will. Designed for maximum efficacy, Last Chance Pro improves the uptake and translocation of herbicides while Tapran helps activate herbicides for better performance against tough-to-control weeds. Ask your local CHS retailer how Tapran and Last Chance Pro adjuvants can put your crop protection.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410. Elgin time, 11 o'clock.
With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Curdan. Brought to you by Cintas. Naperville Park District has launched its annual Pennies for Pies drive, continuing until November 22nd. The initiative supports the collection of spare change and monetary contributions to purchase pumpkin pies. The pies will be distributed by the Loaves and Fishes Community Services. Naperville's own Dr. Holly Kramer has been honored with the prestigious Harold and Molly Schwartz Founders Award for her outstanding work in kidney disease. A nephrologist at Edward Hines Jr. VA Hospital, Dr. Kramer is recognized for her multifaceted role in advancing kidney health as a clinician, educator, and advocate. Authorities in Batavia are searching for a man who approached two children at Prairie Latham Park on Sunday. Happened around 4:45 p.m. The man, described as a white male wearing all black and covered by an orange blanket, approached two children and offered them candy before he was forced to flee the scene. If you have any information, do contact Batavia Police. With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Curdan.
The only downside to Taco Bell's Cravings value menu is having to decide. It's got 10 different favorites for $3 or less. How do I choose between the super beefy cheesy double beef burrito, the crunchy loaded beef nachos, the pillowy 3-cheese chicken flatbread, or the... I don't have time to list them all. I'll have to go to Taco Bell and try them. The Taco Bell Cravings value menu. 10 items, $3 or less. At participating U.S. stores while supplies last. Contact store for participation, which varies. Tax extra. Double seasoned beef compared to the Burrito Supreme.
Not sure how much you know about Progressive Insurance. You may know us for insuring your home and auto. You may know a couple of our commercials. But what you may not know is that since 2013, Progressive has been honoring veterans with vehicle donations through the annual Keys to Progress Veteran Vehicle Giveaway Program, giving back to those who gave so much. Now, you probably didn't wake up today saying, I really wish I knew more about Progressive Insurance, but this seemed like the type of thing people wouldn't mind hearing about. Find out more about how we're dedicated to our customers and communities at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Located in the heart of Wisconsin Dells on beautiful Lake Delton, the Delton Oaks Resort offers a classic Wisconsin family vacation. It's an on-the-lake experience with available cabins, villas, and studio condos, all with home-style comforts and amenities, and extra space for family gatherings, reunions, and small groups. With a private sandy beach and dock, you can splash around, swim, and boat to your heart's content. There's a pontoon boat, kayak rentals, fire pit and barbecue grills are available for use for registered guests. Book your stay and enjoy all the ultimate Dells experience with bonus passes to Noah's Ark Water Park. From s'mores to oars, Delton Oaks Resort has something for everyone. Visit DeltonOaksResort.com. That's DeltonOaksResort.com.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. Despite back-to-back losses, the Bears will stick with offensive coordinator Shane Waldron calling plays. The Jazz beat the Bulls 135-126 last night. Nikola Vukovic, 23 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists in the loss for the Bulls, who dropped to 1-2 at United Center this season, 3-4 overall. The Bulls have lost 2 in a row. Kobe White had 28 points. Meanwhile, Zach LaVine sat the game out with an injury. The men's college basketball season's underway. Charleston beat Southern Illinois 90-80. UIC over St. Francis of Illinois 91-43. UT Martin over Illinois State 67-65. Number 14 Purdue beat Texas A&M Corpus Christi 90-73. Northwestern with a 90-46 win over Lehigh. Illinois routed Eastern Illinois 112-67.
Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive.
I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
If you're not planning to come into Macy's this week, you're missing out because our Friends and Family Sale is happening now. What does that mean? It means when you use your coupon or Macy's card, you can take an extra 30% off, just like Friends and Family can. That's 30% off the latest trends, 30% off new arrivals, 30% off the best brands. It's just this week. It's just what you've been waiting for, and it's only at Macy's. Savings off regular and already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
The The 90s called. They said the Gordita Supreme is so back in the new $7 Lux Cravings box from Taco Bell. It's all looking fresh to death with the pillowy 90s Gordita Supreme alongside the beefy 5-layer burrito, double stacked taco, chips with nacho cheese sauce, and medium drink. All for just $7. It's your wallet's favorite cheesy crunchy combo here for a limited time. Grab yours and relive the decades only at Taco Bell. At participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only while supplies last. Contact.
It's election season, and WRMN 1410 is your go-to source for up-to-the-minute coverage. From federal races to county board seats, local offices, and advisory questions, we're delivering the latest updates as results roll in. Need clarification on a candidate or a ballot measure? Call 847-931-1410 or text 505-926-1410. Our team will provide nonpartisan, factual insights on anyone or anything on the Kane County ballot. Stay with WRMN 1410, the talk of the town, for live reports, breaking news, and the information you need to stay ahead. Call 847-931-1410 or text 505-926-1410 because informed voters make the difference.
All right, welcome everybody to the 11 o'clock hour of Out to Lunch with WRMN, AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. Happy Election Day today. And of course, there are some key watch parties that we're going to be covering here too. The Kane County GOP Watch Party at the Arcata Theater starting at 7 p.m. Capture some reactions to early results, especially in key races, of course, as well too. So we're looking forward to that. And of course, also here, the Democratic Party Watch Party, that is the Democratic HQ at 473 Dunham Road in St. Charles. So we're going to be doing that as well too. So looking forward to that. Stay tuned for more information when that comes out. And of course, also watch it live here on youtube.com at WRMN Radio. If you'd like to hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell. You can always keep up to date and in the loop with what's happening here at WRMN, and of course, what's going on in the Fox River Valley. Now, what I want to do here is, of course, mention a national day here real briefly, because we got a special guest here on the air with us today. Today is American Football Day. Yes, it is under Activities and Sports, brought to you by nationaltoday.com. It's American Football Day, too. Time to phone your friends and get the old pigskins out, because November 5th is American Football Day. Now, of course, when it comes to local sports as well, nothing beats, of course, listening in and keeping you up to date when it comes to local sports. And we've got an awesome show that is on Saturdays known as On the Rise with Derek and Mike, and of course, also Nick as well. So I want to welcome here to the stage, we've got the man himself, Derek Geyer. Hello, how you doing today?
Great, Matt. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thanks for stopping in today on to Out to Lunch.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're very welcome. So, you want to do a little introduction on yourself for people who don't know about you?
Okay, well, my name is Derek, last name Geyer. So get that government stuff out of the way since this is election day and all. Yeah. But yes, I do. I am one of the co-hosts for On the Rise. We deal with primarily minor league sports, dealing with, whether it be Boomers baseball, Kane County Cougars, the like of that just wrapped up. But we also deal with hockey, AHL, whether it be the Ice Hogs in Rockford or the Wolves, Chicago Wolves. Also the Chicago Steel as well. Pretty soon we'll be getting underway with the Windy City Bulls.
Nice.
Upcoming, actually on Saturday, we'll have a special guest in studio, Tony Tilo Lopez. He deals with, or actually he is one of the co-hosts of The Parlay, which is a boxing podcast. But he is also like I said, one of the co-hosts. The other co-host is 15-year NBA legend, Kendall Gill, who does the pre and post game for the Chicago Bulls. So and Kendall is also a pugilistic person. He was actually a professional boxer, with a 4-0 record. So that's pretty cool. So I'm hoping to maybe double dip, get a little insight on the Windy City Bulls from KG, maybe somewhere along the season, along the lines. But Tony will be talking about, Tilo, as he likes to be called, we'll be talking about the upcoming fight on November 15th between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson.
Oh, boy.
So that will be a thing. So hopefully give us, a little bit of insight on that.
Sounds good. And the show is from 8 to 10.
Yes, sir.
8 to 10. Sometimes you also on Truth About Chicago Sports with Marcus Mack.
Yeah, and that is definitely a little bit of a departure from On the Rise, considering that we do deal, or Marcus's show does deal with the truth about Chicago sports and how god awful some of these teams have been this past year. Yeah. I mean, you got the record-setting Chicago White Sox, and that's not exactly a good thing because their season was a complete and total dumpster fire. But, they do have a new manager in Will Venable, but even if he manages to eke out another 20 wins, the Chicago White Sox will still lose 100 games this upcoming season in 2025. So the arrow can only go up. They can only be on the rise.
Yeah.
Shameless plug there. See what I did there?
Yeah, that last game was not very good. I heard a lot of yelling. I was, we've got our, so we live in a split level home.
Okay.
So where my parents watch the game is downstairs in the family room. Then there's like a couple stairs up to the main room, and then my room. I could hear them yelling all the way from my room with my door closed. They were not too happy. So
no, yeah, I kind of feel like if I keep on talking about it, and it is the truth about Chicago sports, and it is kind of what we do around here. But I mean, geez, Louise, it's kind of like beating a dead horse. I mean, how much can you just whip that thing?
Yeah, exactly.
But you did mention that today is American Football Day.
Yes.
And it is also trade deadline in the NFL. So with that, the Bears have actually traded the running back formerly known as Khalil Mack. No, not Khalil Mack. I'm sorry, Khalil Herbert. Khalil Herbert has been traded to the Cincinnati Bengals for a 7th-round pick.
Okay.
I'm surprised that they were able to get a 7th-round pick considering that he's been on the bench for the last 3 weeks or so. Not really getting a whole lot of action this season, which is a shame because he's a speedster. He can, I wouldn't exactly say break tackles and everything, but he's a dynamic cog that just kind of got, in my opinion, forgotten about.
Okay. I have to say, I don't know much about sports at all, but your show is always very interesting to listen to because you make it energetic, you make it fun, and of course you also, you spit out the facts too. So.
Try to for the most part. I mean, I'm more of a fly by the seat of my pants kind of guy. Mike is a little bit more analytical, and he does a lot of the research. I mean, I put the clips together. So if you're hearing any of the playback or, the commentators from let's say the World Series, because we talked about that, we talked about Freddie Freeman, winning the MVP of the World Series, because I mean, hell, he had one hell of a monster World Series, did a couple of firsts, grand slam walk off in the first game of the World Series, which had never been done in the history of baseball before. So that was a thing. Batted 300 for the World Series. He also drove in 12 runs, 4 homers. So, and I think it was over an OPS of 1,300, which is crazy good. Or maybe it was 1296 or something, which is on base plus slugging, which just means that he had a really good stretch for the World Series.
There you go. Now, okay, I have to ask, so much information. So is it because you're not only watching the game, are you also getting statistics from online as well, too?
Watch the games. So how I like to do it personally is I like to watch the games, then I'll go back in and I will actually look at the stat lines and stuff. do a little bit of research on it just to kind of give like a well-rounded analysis of it. Because I played baseball for many, many years. Mike likes to give me shiatsu because I am quite older than him, 48 years old. I mean, the young whippersnapper is like, 25, 26. And yeah, so it's a nice age dynamic between the two of us. So we kind of go back and forth on it.
Yeah.
As far as that goes. But yeah, he does a good job. He's pretty phenomenal with bringing all of the stats and the game lines and everything for whether it be hockey, the basketball, baseball, all of that jazz.
All the good stuff. So how do you find the stats? What are some of the websites if you want to reveal that to people?
Oh, for baseball, MLB.com. I mean, so for my show, there are 2 leagues, and one is the Frontier League. The other one is the American Association. So the Frontier League is for the Schaumburg Boomers, I believe. The other one is the American Association, which is where the Kane County Cougars play.
Okay.
And since the Kane County Cougars are more or less like right down the road, Schaumburg, still within broadcasting distance of WRMN. And yeah, so I go to those 2 specific sites for that. I also go to Flow Hockey to get my stats because they basically cover all of the hockey leagues, really. I mean, and it's a really cool site because you're able, once you get a subscription to them, you're able to go back, actually watch all of the games on demand, which is really cool because then you get the insight from the announcers. And I mean, these announcers are pretty awesome because you're talking AHL, CHL, USHL, and they're the announcers that do the play-by-play and color commentary. So they're doing everything. They may or may not have a spotter in there, but I mean, these guys are, 1 second they're literally calling stick hand, backhand, pass to the slot, over to the right circle, shoots, stop by the goalie, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, that rush was taken for, they were on the power play. They managed 2 shots on goal, and now we're having a face-off to the left dot. Pass it behind the net, sets up, and it's just, I mean, it's insane because hockey is one of the fastest sports that there is. I mean, it's not like baseball where and the pitcher comes set. He looks in for the sign. He gets it. He checks the runner at first. Yeah. I mean, so even right there, kind of boring, right? A little bit. I mean, I'm not trying to be boring, but I mean, that's kind of how it is sometimes. Unless you get, a 5-4-3 double play. Shortstop, second base, first baseman. Oh, that was a 5-4-3 double play. Oh, out of the inning. Runners left on first or runners left at third. No one comes in. Able to shut down the would-be rally. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty interesting.
There you go. So, folks, if you want to listen in onto the show, that is On the Rise on Saturdays. Hey, thanks so much for joining us today, stopping in.
Hey, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Folks, we're going to take a quick time out. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410 here in just a bit. So, of course, stay tuned.
If you can't decide on dinner, have everything. Golden Corral at 154 South Gary Avenue in Bloomingdale has an endless buffet with over 150 items to choose from. There's an unmatched variety of food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, prepared fresh throughout the day. If you're craving something specific, call or check out their menu. Golden Corral rotates the buffet often. Golden Corral in Bloomingdale. They're the only one for everyone. Visit goldencorral.com.
Want to read some action-packed, exciting pulp fiction? Read the works of Michael Tooman, now featuring the international crime thriller, I Married a Bot Madam. Available on Amazon in hardcover, paperback, and Kindle editions. The paperback is also available at other book retailers. Check out Michael Tuman's webpage at Scilink.net. That's Papa Sierra Yankee Lima India November Kilo dot November Echo Tango.
Beef Villa's 3 locations offer much more than their signature Italian beef. Try the Italian sausage, roasted chicken, and more. There's a big variety of delicious side dishes. Beef Villa uses quality ingredients from homemade recipes, and they purchase top-of-the-quality food products from their vendors to bring you the absolute best tasting of foods. Beef Villa's great service and quality are waiting for you, but you won't be waiting long because it's always hot and fresh. Visit beefvilla.com.
Twins Gyros, located at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights, serves traditional gyros as well as its award-winning chicken gyros on a pita. Twin Gyros has a diverse menu that includes barbecue ribs, chicken dinners, Philly cheesesteak sandwiches, cheeseburgers, and Vienna beef hot dogs that have recently been inducted into the Vienna Beef Hot Dog Hall of Fame. Check out the full menu at twinsgyros.com. That's Twins Gyros at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights, Illinois. If your idea of therapy involves a fishing rod, a tree stand, or a campfire, then you need American Outdoors Radio. Host John Cruz speaks your language, whether it's about the best lures, tracking game, or that one buddy who always forgets to bring the beer. John's got the tips to sharpen your aim, the hacks to pack lighter, and the stories to keep you entertained. Again, that's American Outdoor Radio with John Cruz. Saturdays at 7 a.m. on WRMN 1410. Or stream it at WRMN1410.com. Get ready to outfish, outhunt, and outcamp them all on American Outdoor Radio with John Cruz.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. Yes, today is National American Football Day today, so it's a day, of course, my goodness me, to recognize, of course. What else do we have here today? Today. We've got some other good days here today. Well, of course, it's Election Day, as we know. Oh, my goodness. So that's a day to recognize. I've got some nice... We're going to make it relaxed. Here we go. Just relaxed here. The Dutchman's Wood Shack is here. Hello, everybody. Coffee's up. Yes. I've got my coffees here. He also says here, I went from football to hockey because football sucks so much here, and also NASCAR is also better than football as well here, too. Well, all right, Derek, what do you have to say about that?
Well, there's nothing like watching a bunch of cars going 200 miles an hour, making consistent left-hand turns over and over and over again. I primarily watch for the wrecks, but those are kind of few and far between.
Yeah.
Not going to lie. But, considering that the football team here sucks, Oh, can I say that on your show?
Of course you can say it on my show. It's
I,
fine.
I just want to make sure. I don't want to get into, any deep, or hot water. I mean, I actually like, being on the station, so I don't want to,
No,
jeopardize that.
Oh my goodness, no, you're good. You're good.
Yeah. The football. Oh, geez. I mean, the Bears. What really can you say about the Bears other than it's been a painful last couple of weeks watching them coming out of the bye against Washington, that last-minute Hail Mary debacle. Then it just doesn't look like they come out to play against the Cardinals. I am completely and totally in agreement as far as watching hockey over the Bears at this point. Yeah. Racing, not my cup of tea. I'll be honest about that.
What about golf? I get mixed reactions with golf. I'm curious.
They are really super talented. The guys that are on the tour, they're pros. Obviously, they're pros because they're making millions of dollars, per event or whatever. The winner, cashes in that huge check. But even still, I couldn't hold a flamethrower to them, if that makes sense, because they're that good. I just, I'm a duffer. I'm not really all that good. It is a maddening game because you actually want to. You could have 16 shiatsu-y, holes or whatever. You hit a good ball, and then all of a sudden it's like you want to come out and you want to do it again, and endure the frustration just to hit that one good shot or get that one good hole. I'm typically scoring in triple digits. For golf, and the best in the world. Those guys are doing it in like 65 strokes or 70 strokes or whatever. For like some of the bigger tournaments and the harder courses. I'd probably be shooting like a 200. If it was one of the harder, like the Players Open or the Players Choice. I don't even know, the U.S. Open course, the British Open. Forget it. Those guys are pretty damn good.
So nice. Hey, I gotta ask. Okay, so we're switching gears a little bit here, but we're gonna take a little time travel. Have you always been interested into sports? Like when you were a kid growing up, were you always into sports? Was your family into sports?
Yes. So this goes back to my dad. We would be playing catch in the front yard. Probably started when I was 6. My dad and my uncle took me to my first Cubs game, so I'm a Cubs fan. When I was 8 years old, they were playing the Pittsburgh Pirates. And I mean, walking in up the concourse, and then all of a sudden it's like you come out and you see Wrigley Field. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, oh my God, this is amazing. Not only the fact that, is it nestled away in a Chicago neighborhood, so it kind of hit twice. So you're driving down the street, you're driving down Addison, or I think it was Grace at the time, and all of a sudden it's like you come up on Wrigley Field, and it's just like the sky opens up, the clouds open up, the sun all of a sudden shines down, and it's like, so that was cool in itself. But then, you go through the concourse and you come to your, the Wrigley Field playing surface, the ivy, the bricks, the scoreboard, the neighborhood in back of it, the lake in, the far distance. And, oh my God, just absolutely mind-blowing for an 8-year-old at that time. And, it was, so for that actually probably sealed the deal for me loving baseball. Mm-hmm. Then there would be the Sunday afternoons watching the Bears. And I'm old enough to remember the 85 Bears when they won the Super Bowl in 86. I mean, they won the Super Bowl in 86, but they're often known as the 85 Bears. I mean, Walter Payton, Jim McMahon, Willie Gault, then you got, Richard Dent, Mongo McMichael. Congratulations on getting into the Hall of Fame this past year.
Nice.
So, I mean, all of that started because during halftime, we would be playing football in the backyard and then going back in and watching the second half of the game.
There you go. Yeah, I like learning, like, like when people are interested in something, they're passionate about it, like what got them interested. Like, did it start off when you were younger? Was it something that I always like hearing that history and the stories there.
Yeah, and the cool thing was when I was in high school, I was actually able to play at Soldier Field.
Nice.
For football, and then I played at Comiskey Park when it was actually still Comiskey Park. I think it was it wasn't guaranteed rate. I played there twice, and I played there once at Wrigley too. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, it was.
Awesome. Well, we're going to take a quick time out real quickly here, folks, and then we'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN, AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more in just a bit.
Is WRMN News. Spoke with. Valid in 24. Joining and in active possibility. For mental health services. Spoke with WRMN News. Go for by the River Meet. Located until wants everyone to be informed. They now offer a new patient exam for just $29. Includes consult, x-ray, exam, and cleaning. Let Bender Dental help you have healthy teeth and gums for a lifetime. Located at visit benderdentalcare.com.
Political party poopers got you down? Shake it off and join me, Dennis Sonar Green, from 4 to 6 p.m. on WRMN for a political talk show, where we cut through the doom and gloom with a focus on America first, constitutional values, and a populist, active citizen center conversation. At WRMN, the talk of the town, we're not afraid to challenge the status quo and bring great talk. Whether you're frustrated with the political establishment or looking for a clear, some nonsense analysis, this show has you. Tune in. Let's take on the issue together with a fresh, unfiltered. Catch us every week, 4 to 6 p.m. on WRMN, a political talk show. WRMN, the talk of the town.
welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN. This is Matt. I've got Derek here as well.
Howdy, y'all.
Joining us. This is good. I'm having a good time here, talking a little bit about sports and also some other things as well. Usually around this time, I go through what's called the National Day Calendar.
Okay.
So I'll talk about like days that are like nationally recognized and things like that as well. We've got Sonar here.
And Dean.
Hello.
Howdy, guys.
So it's a pretty exciting day out that's coming up here today. So you were telling me about Beetlejuice. Yes, I did see the second movie.
Yes. Okay. What were you? Okay. Well, what were your thoughts on the second movie?
I liked it.
Okay.
Classic to of course, the first.
Sure.
Okay. So I have to admit, I had never seen the first one.
Okay.
So I saw the second one, and then 3 days later I saw the first one, and then 3 days later I saw the second one.
Yeah, because I just learned that you are of a certain age, and if I'm not mistaken, I need to probably check the interwebs right now to actually see when the first one was up. But I'm guessing you weren't really around when...
1988.
1988.
Yeah.
When were you born?
97.
Yeah. So you'd probably need to have gone on and actually rewatched Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Or actually watched it for the first time off of like one of the streaming services.
It was good because I was able to catch a lot of things because it was still fresh in my memory.
Sure.
Yeah.
And for me, I not bad for what it was. Michael Keaton, he reprised his role nicely as Beetlejuice, as the smarmy, pervy, dead ghoul that he is, or whatever that hell kind of character, whatever it was. But then there was a Winona Ryder. She was okay. I mean, I don't really remember her being in a whole heck of a lot of things over the last few years.
Not in the last few years. I actually had first seen her in Edward Scissorhands.
Okay.
So I was very familiar with that movie with Johnny Depp. I had seen her in that. And what other movies was she in? Oh, she was in the recent Haunted Mansion movie. She had a small role in that one. So.
Yeah, and then if I'm not mistaken, no, it's a good thing I didn't say that. The girl that plays the lead role in Wednesday.
Jenna Ortega. Yes, I really like her.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm like, sitting here scuffling and everything. Yeah, yep. She was actually probably like the bright spot for that movie for me.
She is really talented actress.
Yes.
I first saw her. She had a minor role in the TV series. I think it was You. Do you remember that? I don't know. That was on Netflix.
Okay.
She was in the first season of that. That's when I first saw her. I was like, this actress is really good. So
yeah.
Then I had seen her
she really
Wednesday
does. Yeah, she really does. As far as I'm concerned, she really does a good job of the dark roles and the straight-laced stuff.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I thought she was very good. I would say I'm a fan of her. I think she's really cool. So
yeah,
I like that movie. I know that Venom, the newest Venom film, reached at like globally 317 million.
That is not bad considering I've heard nothing but shiatsu reviews.
Really?
About that. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
I mean, maybe it's just a lack of decent movies, coming out.
It's hard for me to find a movie that I really like now.
Yeah, it seems to be like few and far between. Because I mean, the last movie that I actually saw in the theater was Beetlejuice.
Yep, me too.
And I mean, before that, it was Deadpool 3 with Wolverine, or Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm sorry, which is my kind of movie because lots of colorful language, lots of blood and guts, shoot 'em up, innuendos and all that stuff. And I'm with that type of movie, I'm usually the only one laughing in the theater when it comes to like some of the jokes that are being told. It's like, oh, that was really funny, and I'm busting a gut, and everyone's like looking at me like, the hell are you laughing at? It's like, oh, you just don't understand. You
Is
just
it that they don't understand, or they're like, oh, that's
it's either like, oh, that was cringe, or that was over their head and they just didn't get it.
Yeah.
So that's how I look at it. But I mean, like I said on my show On the Rise, I mean, I can be anywhere from like the 12-year-old, or I could be the grumpy old man of the get off my lawn type. So I mean, there's that. I try to spray and hit all fields, if you will.
There you go. Absolutely. So we talked a little bit about those movies there. National Day calendar. What are some other days? Hey, it is National Donut Day today. Happy National Donut Day.
Yum.
Yum, yum, yum. What's your favorite kind of donut? What do you like?
Favorite kind of donut.
If you eat donuts.
See, I'm particular with the cream-filled donuts. And I'm not exactly sure if that would be classified as a donut or not, because they got a cream filling in them. But either like the Boston cream or the jelly donut.
Okay.
I actually do enjoy a nice raspberry-filled donut with just a little bit of the powdered sugar, because when you take that initial bite, if there's too much powdered sugar, I end up choking on it, and it comes out as a white plume of powdered sugar
like
all
the
over the
cinnamon
place.
challenge.
Yeah. Oof. But the only thing with the raspberry is, they do have a little bit of the seeds and everything in there, so they kind of get stuck in between the teeth and gums and all that stuff.
Yeah, my favorite's blueberry. A lot of people know that I love the blueberry donuts, especially from Country Donuts as well.
Country Donuts. Where is Country Donuts?
They're at 3091 US 20.
Okay.
So if you take Highway 20, you'll be able to just make a left up there, and it's up there. So good place to go to.
And I do enjoy blueberry, so that sounds like a nice little.
And everything is fresh there too. They make everything fresh.
Okay, is that like your go-to?
That's my go-to.
As far as the donuts, I mean, there's like Stan's Donuts and
there's
Dunkin'
Rollin'
Donuts,
Donuts and all those other.
Okay.
Yeah, those are all good too.
So you're more into like the mom and pop, donut shop.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So
yeah, totally get it. Totally understand. I mean, for a while there, before they started branching out, Stan's Donuts was my go-to.
Okay.
Now they're they seem to be franchising like wildfire. I'm not exactly sure if that would mean, I need to find like another mom and pop, donut shop to go to. Mm-hmm. But, it is what it is.
Yep.
You like what you like.
Exactly. So I do like the Country Donuts, blueberry donuts in general. So happy National Donut Day, everybody. A day to celebrate. Now I'm going to read this to you here. History disputes the origin of the donut. One theory suggests Dutch settlers brought donuts to North America, much like they brought other traditional American desserts. They received credit for such desserts as apple pie, cream pie, and cobbler as well. And of course, they shaped the history there, of course. Was the original donut round? Well, it says here that American Hanson Gregory laid claim to inventing the ring-shaped donut back in 1847. That's a long time ago.
That's a long time ago.
That's a very long time ago. Oh, my goodness. He was only 16 at the time. Claimed he punched a hole in the center of a dough with the ship's tin pepper box. Later, he taught the technique to his mother, it says. So there's some interesting stories there on the donuts.
The child teaching the mother how to bake.
Yeah. Very interesting. What's another day today? We've got National Red Hair Day today. Redheads.
Nope.
Not a redhead?
I am not a redhead.
Maybe a little bit.
It's more like, I don't know.
Yeah, there's a little bit.
I'm just happy at this point in my life that I still have a head of hair. Quite honestly. I mean, I've had friends that, started losing their hair when they were like in their 20s.
Oh my goodness.
I mean,
I haven't lost it either, so that's good.
So probably in like another 10 years. I mean, if you're looking on the WRMN YouTube live, you could probably see the fact that my hair is kind of like receding and everything. So maybe in another 15 years, knock on wood, if I'm still around then, I'll probably have like the Picard look going, where it's like the hair on the sides and, my forehead all the way back to the back of my head will be bald.
Well, hopefully not. You kind of style our hair isn't the same, but it's similar in the sense that like we push it back.
Yeah. I like to comb it back. I've always had big-ish ears. I've been called Dumbo, since I was a kid.
Seriously?
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness, really?
Yeah. Yeah. Kids, well, I don't know if you know, but kids can be kind of mean.
Oh yeah.
Oh look, he's got kite ears or Dumbo ears, or yeah. This is like finally when I started sprouting in puberty, my head cut up to my ears. But yeah. Usually I would go ahead and keep the sides longer. Because now I'm a little bit more secure with myself and the way that I look. This way, shave the sides, pull the hair back, or brush the hair back. Not a big deal. You don't like my ears, I don't really care.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Exactly, absolutely. The time is 11:45. We're going to take another quick time out. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN. Stay tuned.
In the middle of the night, everything will be all right if you listen to Coast right here on WRMN, 7 days a week from midnight to 5 a.m. Each night on Coast to Coast, listeners are captivated by George Noory with discussions on news and current events, conspiracy theories, UFOs, life after death, and all things curious and unexplained. Coast to Coast, every night, midnight to 5 a.m. right here on WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf.
800-234-0316. 800-234-0316. That's 800-234-0316.
Thanks for listening to WRMN 1410. Don't forget to join us every day for our Comfort Keepers feature. Comfort Keepers is a leading provider of in-home non-medical care for seniors and other adults in need of assistance with daily activities. Again, listen daily at 7:25 a.m. for our Comfort Keepers feature. And thanks for listening.
Discover the authentic taste of Italy at Mazziano's Pizza and Pastaria at Route 20 and Nestler in Elgin. There is one true fact of everyday life that never dulls: the simple pleasure of eating great Italian food. At Mazziano's, they'll make sure your dinner or lunch will be the best part of your day. Whether you have a taste for pizza or any of Mazziano's homemade Italian recipes, like ravioli or lasagna, they can also cater your party. Enjoy it any way you like: delivery, carry out, or dine in. Visit Mazzianos.com.
Searching for a financial partner that truly has your best interest at heart? Join KCT Credit Union, where they're more than just a bank. They're a not-for-profit financial cooperative. KCT members are owners, meaning profits go back to you in the form of lower loan rates, higher savings rates, and fewer fees. Experience personalized service that puts you first. Become a part of KCT, where your financial well-being is their top priority. Visit kctcu.org. Each account insured up to $250,000 by member's choice. This institution is not federally insured.
From morning coffee to your evening commute, WRMN 1410 AM is here for you. The faithful friend that brings you local news, timely topics, and the friendliest voices in the Valley. Stay informed, entertained, and engaged with our full lineup of shows, streaming all day, every day at WRMN1410.com or on the WRMN app. Wherever you are, we're right there with you. So why switch stations? Stick with the one that has it all. WRMN 1410 AM, your daily companion, your constant conversation.
Welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. It's Blues Day Tuesday. Did you know that? It's Blues Day Tuesday.
I did not, but I mean, you have me feeling very mellow and chill right now coming back.
That's good. That's good. That's what we like to do here on WRMN. Hey, I got a message from Marky B. Oh, no, you're good. I got a message here from Marky B. There is a packed lot at the Elgin Township for voting, and I'll show it on the screen here for folks watching on YouTube. Yes, the parking lot is packed here, so of course it is definitely the day to vote and election day. So as you know. So it's definitely a parked lot there with lots of cars. And thank you to Marky B for sharing that. That was on the Image 360 info number, 505-926-1410. Again, 505-926-1410. So there you go. Packed lot at the Elgin Township. You can also watch on Facebook as well. There was, I know Marky B did post something. It was on our Facebook page for WRMN. I meant to look that up, WRMN. Let me bring it up here so you can see it as well, too, for people on the YouTube side of things. So if you go to our website or our Facebook page, you can check out some cool videos that were posted on there as well. Pretty packed lot there as well, too. That was yesterday for voting. There, of course, was the Saturday event, a great time this weekend that we had last weekend in Hampshire. So that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. That was the holidays on State. I was getting all nice and dressed up, Hallmark style there for that event. Do you like to? Are you kind of like a kind of a dress up type person, or are you like kind of more of a little bit more into the like a sporty kind of comfortable clothes?
Well, you've been helping me out for On the Rise for the last few weeks and everything. You see how I'm dressed right now.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much a jeans, t-shirt, and a hoodie kind of guy. I do have a vacation scheduled in December.
Nice.
And the girlfriend is requesting that I get a little bit more snazzed up.
Ah, okay.
So I will be doing a little bit of shopping because, you know, happy wife, happy life kind of thing.
Yep.
You know, I kind of translate that to the girlfriend as well. So, yeah, for special occasions, I'll definitely throw on a collared shirt, button-down shirt, slacks. I will probably keep the gym shoes on because they are just a lot more comfortable than dress shoes.
Very cool. Where are you going on vacation?
I am going. Oh, can I actually say the place where I'm going? I mean, no free ads or whatever.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. I'm going. We are going to Hyatt Zilara in Cancun.
How fun!
Yeah,
That's
and
awesome.
First time I will be going out of the country. Just recently got my passport about 2 months or so ago. Very excited because I have not had a vacation in about 4 or 5 years. And the resort looks insane. The amenities looks insane. It's all inclusive, so
nice.
I'll be lucky if I'll remember a day or two out of that because I'm definitely looking to unwind and let loose a little bit after the last 6 months that I've kind of had. So it's kind of been rough. But
well, you need a break, right?
Yeah, definitely need a break. But highs and lows.
Absolutely, sounds good. That's fun. You get to go on a vacation. You get to relax, of course. Is it supposed to be? It's supposed to be nice weather, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Yeah. The temperature in there is going to be anywhere, or at least they say, or the previous year's temperatures around this time of year that we're going to be going. Getting all choked up thinking about it. Sorry about that, everyone. So it's supposed to be like 70, 80 degrees during that time of year. Looking very much forward to getting a sunburn. I'll probably burn because that's the type of skin that I've got.
Me too.
I mean, the drinks on the beach, we've got a nice swim up suite where, we go out on the patio. There's the pool, and we're just able to go in, room service, everything's included, food, go down to the cabana. They've got the wait staff and everything. We're able to get anything on the hotel's 3 menus that they have. Really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to having like a pina colada or a Mai Tai or, any of those adult beverages.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Sounds good. Yeah, you said your skin burns. Mine does too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm blessed with being half Polish and half every other European country that there is.
Ah, okay.
So, German, Italian, French, blah, blah, the list goes on.
We've got a lot of, okay, seriously.
So so I don't tan, I burn.
Yeah. Now, where are you Polish from? Your mother's side or your father's side?
Yeah, that would be from my mother's side.
So she was fully Polish?
Yes, she's 100% Polish. I am half Polish, and geez, I don't even know like the percentages and everything from the other side of the family.
I'm wondering because then maybe you had family that lived in America for a while, so there maybe was some mixing and stuff.
Someone on my dad's side recently did the 23andMe or the I forget
Ancestry,
what the other,
23andMe, one of those. Yeah,
right, exactly. So we are descendant from like the northern part of Italy.
Okay.
So there's that part, but then I know that there's some German and French and all of that other stuff mixed in. Yeah. How much? I'm not. And quite honestly, I really don't have the need to or feel the need to find that out.
Yeah.
Is that weird?
No, you know what? And it's interesting you say it. For someone who loves genealogy, like I could go on for hours and hours and hours, I understand people who aren't really that interested. Because sometimes it's just like, I'm living in the now and, I understand that. Yeah.
Yeah, living in the now. I mean, obviously, I'm thankful for all the family and everything that, got me here to this point. Without my grandfather, grandmother, mothers, fathers, I wouldn't be here. But I mean, at the same time, it's like, well, 48 years, haven't found out then, or haven't found out by now. And, I've got other things that I'm, more into and more interested in spending time on.
Yeah, more passionate about.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. Genealogy and family history can be a lot of work. Sometimes it can be like, it's never ending, really, because there's always... I love it, but I understand people who are just kind of like, it's not my thing. Completely understand.
Not my thing, but I do appreciate knowing the part where somewhere on the Italian or somewhere in the country of Italy, that's where my family was spawned from.
Yep.
If you will.
There you go. You're like, I'm here. Now let's talk sports.
Yeah, right.
And that's your favorite subject, right? Sports. And you got other things that you also like to talk to about.
Predominantly sports. My passion growing up was baseball. Probably the next would be hockey. I don't really remember a good Bears team. I mean, maybe other than the Bears going to the playoffs in 2006. I'm sorry, the Super Bowl in 2006 and, running into Peyton Manning. Then, of course, I mentioned, the 85 Bears the previous 2 segments ago. But yeah, and I never... And the funny thing about it was I never thought that I would have seen a World Series as a Chicago fan until the Chicago White Sox won in 2005. And I was actually rooting for them to win the World Series because for the simple fact that I never thought as a Chicago baseball fan, I would have seen a World Series come to Chicago. But thankfully the Cubs won in 2016. So there is that.
There's that.
Oh, the subtle, sweet sounds of break time.
Of break time. Yes, folks, we're going to take a quick time out. We're taking it to the bottom of the hour news and messages from our sponsors. Of course, when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about what is happening within the Fox River Valley. We'll give a little, of course, rundown there, talking a little bit about what's going on, of course, whether it's happening today on Election Day or also coming up in the next couple of days or even into next week as well. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget, of course, also coming up at about 12:30, 12:34 or so, we're going to officially be in our Tradio segment. If you're interested in buying, selling, trading, and or announcing to the Fox River Valley area, that'll be the time to call our number, 847-931-1410, or also through the Image 360 number, 505-926-1410. We'll be back.
Over the years, you've brought them into your home. You were prescribed opioids after the C-section, when Dad injured his back, when your basketball star tore his ACL. Opioids helped with the pain, and you held on to them just in case. But But did you know holding on to unused opioids puts your family at risk? Opioids are powerful pain-reducing prescription medicines, but most people who are prescribed opioids don't finish their prescriptions. So millions of unused opioids are sitting in homes across the country. And tragically, more than 100 Americans die every day from overdoses involving opioids. What can you do to protect your family? Remove the risk of unused opioids from your home. Pills, patches, or syrups in drawers, purses, and cabinets, anywhere they might be hiding. To find out how to dispose of them properly, visit www.fda.gov/drug disposal.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 12 o'clock.
With your 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Curdan. Brought to you by Cintas. Naperville's own Dr. Holly Kramer has been honored with the prestigious Harold and Molly Schwartz Founders Award for her outstanding work in kidney disease. A nephrologist at Edward Hines Jr. VA Hospital, Dr. Kramer is recognized for her multifaceted role in advancing kidney health as a clinician, educator, and advocate. Authorities in Batavia are searching for a man who approached two children at Prairie Latham Park on Sunday. Happened around 4:45 p.m. The man, described as a white male wearing all black and covered by an orange blanket, approached two children and offered them candy before he was forced to flee the scene. If you have any information, do contact Batavia Police. Naperville Park District has launched its annual Pennies for Pies drive, continuing until November 22nd. To purchase pumpkin pies. The pies will be distributed by the Loaves and Fishes Community Services. With your 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Curdan.
The only downside to Taco Bell's Cravings value menu is having to decide. It's got 10 different favorites for $3 or less. How do I choose between the super beefy cheesy double beef burrito, the crunchy loaded beef nachos, the pillowy 3-cheese chicken flatbread, or the... I don't have time to list them all. I'll have to go to Taco Bell and try them. The Taco Bell Cravings value menu. 10 items, $3 or less. At participating U.S. stores, while supplies last. Contact store for participation, which varies. Tax extra. Double seasoned beef compared to the Burrito Supreme.
Not sure how much you know about Progressive Insurance. You may know us for insuring your home and auto. You may know a couple of our commercials. But what you may not know is that since 2013, Progressive has been honoring veterans with vehicle donations through the annual Keys to Progress Veteran Vehicle Giveaway Program, giving back to those who gave so much. Now, you probably didn't wake up today saying, I really wish I knew more about Progressive Insurance, but this seemed like the type of thing people wouldn't mind hearing about. Find out more about how we're dedicated to our customers and communities at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Searching for a financial partner that truly has your best interest at heart? Join KCT Credit Union, where they're more than just a bank. They're a not-for-profit financial cooperative. KCT members are owners, meaning profits go back to you in the form of lower loan rates, higher savings rates, and fewer fees. Experience personalized service that puts you first. Become a part of KCT, where your financial well-being is their top priority. Visit kctcu.org. Each account insured up to $250,000 by member's choice. This institution is not federally insured.
At Knucklehead's Trampoline and Indoor Amusement Park in Wisconsin Dells, you're in for a fun-packed family experience. There's a bit of something for everyone to enjoy, whether you're a kid or a kid at heart. A trampoline park, full arcade, cosmic bowling lanes, and many amusement rides located in their 80,000 square foot indoor entertainment facility. A great attraction for team building activities or just plain fun. Open daily at the outlets at the Dells Complex in Wisconsin Dells. Contact Knuckleheads at 608-254-7332 or visit their website at knuckleheadspark.com.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. The Jazz beat the Bulls 135-126 last night. Nikola Vukovic, 23 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists in the loss for the Bulls, who dropped to 1-2 at United Center this season, 3-4 overall. The Bulls have lost 2 in a row. Kobe White had 28 points. Meanwhile, Zach LaVine sat the game out with an injury. The men's college basketball season's underway. Charleston beat Southern Illinois 90-80. UIC over St. Francis of Illinois 91-43. UT Martin over Illinois State 67-65. Number 14 Purdue beat Texas A&M Corpus Christi 90-73. Northwestern with a 90-46 win over Lehigh. Illinois routed Eastern Illinois 112-67. Despite back-to-back losses, the Bears will stick with offensive coordinator Shane Waldron calling plays.
Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive.
I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
If you're not planning to come into Macy's this week, you're missing out because our Friends and Family sale is happening now. What does that mean? It means when you use your coupon or Macy's card, you can take an extra 30% off, just like Friends and Family can. That's 30% off the latest trends, 30% off new arrivals, 30% off the best brands. It's just this week. It's just what you've been waiting for, and it's only at Macy's. Savings off regular and already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
The 90s called. They said the Gordita Supreme is so back in the new $7 Lux Cravings box from Taco Bell. It's all looking fresh to death with the pillowy 90s Gordita Supreme alongside the beefy 5-layer burrito, double stacked taco, chips with nacho cheese sauce, and medium drink. All for just $7. It's your wallet's favorite cheesy crunchy combo, here for a limited time. Grab yours and relive the decades, only at Taco Bell. At participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only, while supplies last. Contact store for...
As the Elgin Police Department continues to participate in the Distracted Driving campaign, they wanted to share some tips from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration website regarding safe driving. If you are expecting a text or need to send one, pull over and park your car in a safe location. Once you are safely off the road and parked, it's safe to text. Designate your passenger as your designated texter. Allow them to access your phone to respond to calls or messages. Do not engage in social media scrolling or messaging while driving. Are you struggling not to text and drive? Activate your phone's Do Not Disturb feature or put your cell phone in the trunk, the glove box, or the back seat of your vehicle until you arrive at your destination. Remember, the Elgin Police are conducting directed patrols to enforce distracted driving violations. Just drive and stay safe. A message from our friends at the Elgin Police Department and your friends here at WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 12 o'clock hour of Out to Lunch with WRMN, AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. Happy Tuesday. Happy Election Day. We've got some great things coming up here, of course. We're going to be having Marky B out at the Gail Borden Public Library coming up pretty soon, so stay tuned for that, of course. He's going to be broadcasting out there. And don't forget also that... we've got a lot of interesting things happening today with it being Election Day. I'm excited to be going out to the Arcata Theater. And, of course, we also want to welcome here as well. We've got Dennis Sonar Green.
Hey.
Hello, hello.
Hey, happy political sports day.
I know you're very excited.
I am. I'm mostly excited for the results, right? It's one of those reliefs of going, okay, I've already voted, so I don't have to worry about that no more. Mm-hmm. And then you turn around and you go, okay, now all I have to do is just wait for everybody to get done counting.
Yeah.
And that could take a while, and honestly, you don't really know where it's going to end up at the end of the night anyway, but that's the whole, I guess, it's not necessarily the gamesmanship of it, but that's the excitement of it, is seeing it all come in blocks and come in from there. I know a lot of people are one of those people that are just like, I don't watch any TV on election night. I just wait till the next day to figure out who it is because it's so stressful. But here at WRMN, we want to make sure that your election night is as stress-free as possible. And with that, we've got a lot of election coverage that's coming through. We've got people for panels that we're going to have to, starting at about 4 o'clock. We've got different discussions that we've got going on to the point where we are going to also, like you said, be covering the watch parties for both sides, both parties that are there. I think next time we'll have a WRMN independent watch party, because you always go to the watch party and it's like, oh, well, we're a Dem watch party or we're a GOP watch party. There's never like a couple friends just getting together regardless of what it is. But we will eventually, because for some reason nobody wants to talk politics at my parties, so we keep it out, politics and religion, right? Yeah. So we've got a couple of news teams that are going to be out in the world, also here at Studio 14, to make sure that you are up to date. Some of those news teams, we've got somebody who is directly going to report about the Illinois General Assembly. Okay. So we're going to have people that are talking about the Senate seats and the House seats. And so Anna Mueller and Donald Puckett and all of the other House and Senate seats that are going on from there. We've got somebody who's talking directly with the statewide races as well. Foster and Evans going up against each other, Underwood and Martin, or Martyr going up as well. So we'll be walking through a lot of that, along with talking about some of the advisory questions that were on the ballot, and then the newest one of the the Forest Preserve. That one, okay. The new tax on that, which is coming out of your property taxes, not out of your sales or income or anything like that, coming right out of the property tax. So we'll see where that ends up. I mean, honestly, if you look at one of the advisory questions, was an extra 3% tax on anybody who made, I think, over $1 million, was another income tax on that. And then you turn around, because it was specifically for property tax alleviation, and then you turn around and say, okay, well, they're going to leave your property taxes, but they're also going to raise your property taxes because of the Forest Preserve. So that's the inner workings that, like, if you're not necessarily following all of the news, you may not see that little bit of, like, yes, we're going to possibly tax the higher bracket, but we're doing that because there'll be more money for us in the Kane County side to then charge you more on your property taxes. So it's that kind of line that we're going to be discussing with a couple people. So if that's something that you're into, then absolutely jump in on that one. Get out and vote. Polls do not close until 7 o'clock tonight. And if you are in line when the polls close, you can still vote. So you have to be in line by 7. No matter how long the line is, be in line at 7. Don't turn around at 6:45 and drive past a big old line and go, oh, well, there won't be any time for me or anything like that. Nope. If you get in line when the polls close, like I reported on tax night, and they do the same thing on tax night. You can actually drop your taxes off at the post office and go, here you go. I want to make sure that it has that stamp on it. There's a lot of people that do that. Well, back when it was more paper than it was digital. So it covered that once, and they did the exact same thing. As long as you were in line, here it is, this is the last cutoff. And like they give the last person like a number or so and say, here you go, hold on to this. You're officially the last person. And so it's really up to you if you want to bribe that last person to where they're still the last person, but you're in line too. But at the end of the day, get out to vote, whatever you're going for, whatever. We talk about voting in here, and we talk about voting as a bus stop, not a taxi. You're not going to get everything that you want from the candidate, but you want to get as close to your values as you can, and then take your happy feet and you walk the rest of the way home. You got to be proactive with it. And if you're lucky that that a candidate falls right at your home, right at your the bus stop is right in front of your house, congratulations, that's great. But don't turn around and expect the candidate to be everything that you're looking for. I mean, even look at in relationships, Matt. Any kind of relationship, you're not going to have the perfect person. You can't. There's no perfect person out there. Right. There's a perfect person for you, possibly, but at that same time, there's going to be flaws. There's going to be things that you don't necessarily like about a person or a candidate or what have you. choose somebody who's close enough, but choose. Make some sort of choice so that you can't move forward, you can't change things, you can't do any of that stuff if you don't make a choice to do it.
Right.
So that's my whole spiel. I'm sure you're going to hear it most of the day today. But get out there and vote. Everybody needs to. Here in Illinois, we have such a great way of voting. Really easy, really straightforward. Mm-hmm. You can still register and vote today. You fill out both pieces of paper at the same time and hand them in at the same time and say, hey, I'd like to register, and here's my thing for voting.
Yep.
And that's what they do. They take the white sheet of paper first. They register you to vote. It takes about 15 seconds once you're there, and they verify everything that you've got. Then they essentially turn around, print out your sheet, and you're just like everybody else who registered before they came to vote.
Mm-hmm. And you can find that all on the Kane County Clerk's website,
yes,
too. Yes,
kanecountyil.gov/clerk. And you will be able to see all of that's in there. You will also be able to see some of the bios for things. You can also go to Ballotpedia. There are some candidates that filled out things for that. What we've got here at the station as far as bios go is all of the positive side to the candidates. Each one of these is a positive read, a positive, hey, this is it. This isn't like this person did this, Janet Sanchez, she butters her bread a different way than we do. So none of that. Most of them are all about just what their policies are going to be. Like even then, let's go to Gretchen Butler. Gretchen Butler is a Republican candidate for Kane County Auditor. Butler has extensive experience in accounting and financial management. She is running on a platform of fiscal responsibility and efficiency with the goal of ensuring that Kane County finances are managed prudently. Butler wants to improve the auditing process to ensure taxpayer funds are protected and that any misuse is quickly identified and corrected. She also plans to involve cost-saving measures throughout the county operations by streamlining processes and reducing unnecessary expenses. Butler's focus is on maintaining transparency and keeping Kane County's finances in good standing. See, nothing in there is disparaging. Nothing in there is a gotcha or anything like that. If you want to know anything about a candidate, you drove past a place that's got 1 billion signs next to them, and you were like, how do you spell Corrine? We'll go ahead and get you that right here.
Yep, absolutely. And I know that, when you go on like social media, like Facebook, especially X, formerly Twitter, I've been seeing a lot of like bashing each other.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I want to be informed, but I am also like, oh my goodness me, it's a bit much.
You're informed on how, I guess, rowdy people can be on the internet is what you're being informed of.
Yeah.
But it's still part of it. I mean, it's you got to get the information that's out, and that's what we're supposed to do here as an FCC licensed station. So we want to make sure we get as much information out to you as possible in the balanced way. We don't have skin in the game. Like, Harris isn't my best friend. Like, I'm not going to go out for drinks after the party, or so none of the candidates are going to cry on my shoulder and anything like that. We're here to deliver it as best as we can for you. So starting at 4, listen in for the coverage, and then jump into the conversation where we open up the phone lines. Mm-hmm. We'd love to hear your voting process, your thinking on what's going on. I'm not allowed to be unbalanced and whatever else, but you can call in, say, hey, look, this is why I voted for this person and not that person over there. If you want to plead your case for somebody, absolutely, now's the time to do it. And even then, starting at 4, you've still got time. Hopefully, even if you're listening in line, we'll be able to help you decide something. So thanks for letting me stick around. I know the boys are over at the library.
Yes.
If you're in Kane County, make sure that you, if you don't know where to go, you don't want to look it up or anything like that, head on over to the Gail Borden Library. It doesn't matter where you live in Kane County. you can vote at the Gail Borden Library. It's really simple, really easy. The hardest thing is just waiting in line, not getting bored. But you can pick up a nice book, sit in line with a nice book. I mean, come on, a magazine or two.
They've got a coffee shop there, too.
They do have a coffee shop there. Yeah. Of all the places to vote, that's the best one, I would say. So thanks a lot, buddy. Let me get out of your hair. I know you're going to talk to the guys over there. So stick around. We're going to be jumping around and everything else. Exciting.
All right. We'll take a little tiny time out here, and we'll be back with more in just a bit, folks. Of course, stay tuned.
Wake up, Fox River Valley. WRMN AM 1410 is shaking things up with a brand new weekday lineup that'll keep you informed, entertained, and engaged. I'm Marky B, WRMN Program Director and host of The First Shift, inviting you to start your day with The First Shift from 6 to 10 a.m. Monday through Friday. Larry Jones, Jakes, myself, and the entire First Shift team bring you the latest local news, entertainment, and, my favorite, more to kick off your morning. Then it's Out to Lunch with Matt McNeil from 10 until 1 p.m. Tune in for your midday fix of news, interviews, community happenings, and of course, the legendary WRMN Tradio Show. In the afternoon, join us for Fox Valley Afternoons from 2 until 6 p.m. Tammy and friends will chat lifestyle from 2 to 4, while Sonar and his crew dive into politics and news from 4 until 6. Plus, get to know the movers and shakers of the Fox River Valley with exclusive interviews, too. Don't miss out on our new local lineup that's tailor-made for you. WRMN AM 1410, the talk of the town. Tune in and turn it up.
Join me, your host, Michael Francis Tuman, on my radio show, Chief Guard of the Republic, where we talk about all things national security and defense. Other topics will include personal security, safety, and dealing with law enforcement situations. Call in, ask me questions. I will get you answers. Every week, Saturday, noon until 1 p.m., here on Fox River Valley's 1410 a.m. WRMN Elgin.
What makes a great pizza restaurant? The obvious answer, great pizza. A local favorite since 1983, Pizza Pub Wisconsin Dells has been serving up the best pizza in the Dells. Year after year after year. Not hungry for pizza? Try the homemade lasagna, chicken parmesan, burgers, salads, and an extensive kids menu. Or take a trip or two to the all-you-care-to-eat lunch buffet. Pizza Pub, walking distance to water parks and hotels in Wisconsin Dells.
Welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN, AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. We've got a busy day here today, with it being the election day. Election night is tonight. If you want to check out information, of course, you can go to, actually, I'll pull up here the website that Sonar recommended here. So you'll be able to see that and listen to it as well, too. Again, we're streaming live here on YouTube. We're also, of course, broadcasting live if you want to listen in through the app available on the Google Play Store or also through the App Store. You can do that, or, of course, also tune in through the AM 1410 dial. So take a look and a listen. Absolutely. Now, this website is called ballotpedia.org/Illinois. So what this is, it's an encyclopedic coverage of Illinois politics, including information on the local, state, and federal levels, as well as state policies. So if you would like to know that information there, feel free to check out this website here, too. It does tell, of course, the federal politics as well as the Illinois state policies as politics as well. So you can feel free to check that out. Ballot measures, all that information is posted on there that you can check out. So if you want to check it out, again, it's ballotpedia.org/Illinois. So that's for, of course, Illinois. What is on the ballot for 2024? You can check it out. Of course, I recommend, of course, well, we of course recommend that you vote, but also the easy way to do it if you are within the area. Again, Gail Borden Public Library is a great way to go on out and vote. A great place to go to. Pretty easy, of course, as well to do that. I know that they had posted on their Facebook page. I'm actually not seeing it now here, but it was on their Facebook page. Don't forget to vote because they're still going on until 7 o'clock. And like Sonar said, if you are in line by 7 o'clock, by the time the polls close, you'll still be able to vote. It's just by the time you're in the line there, by the time it closes. So again, good information, putting that out there for you so that, of course, you know. Absolutely. So that's Gail Boyden Public Library. We can also touch base here with the Fox River Valley Public Library District as well. Today's the day. Remember to vote if you live in Kane County. Click to register to get voter information. You can even see a sample ballot and find your polling place. So again, that is under elections at clerk2.kanecountyil.gov. That link is provided by the Fox River Valley Public Library District, posting 3 hours ago on their Facebook page. So you'll be able to find that link and check it out for yourself. It does tell registration, election candidate list, vote, as well as election judge training videos, accurate info about Aurora. Okay. And then the candidate list as well there too. So there's the candidate list, election calendar, government guide, election personnel, party info, and maps. All of this, lots of great information posted on here so that you know exactly what's going on. Now, what we're going to be doing is at the bottom of the hour, we're going to be starting to cover what's going on at the Gail Boyden Library. So of course, stay tuned for that. Again, information and so information on the grace period, of course, with voting today that you can check out is on the clerk2.kanecountyil.gov website. You can find that information posted on to there. Let's see here. I'm trying to see if anything in particular comes up for the Geneva Public Library. I know that they did post, of course, about Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead, that tradition there too, and the fun events that they had, of course. So if you'd like to take a look at those previous posts, that's also featured on the Geneva Public Library District's Facebook page. You can also check out things, if you go to Kane County Government on Kane County Government on Facebook, they did post on there too, of course. The polls are open until 7. Again, you can visit kanecountyil.gov to find a polling place. Kane County offices are closed today except for the Kane County Clerk's office, which is open for election-related matters only. So you can find more information at kanecountyconnects.com. I did go through the Kane County Connects articles a little bit earlier into the show today, so of course you'll be able to check that out. That is at kanecountyconnects.com. kanecountyconnects.com. You can also take a look and see the government meeting calendar. So if you want to view that too, it'll direct you to electionresults.kanecountyil.gov. So it will tell you that, of course, as well. You can find those meetings that are scheduled for those particular days coming up in the next couple of days. Stay up to date with Kane County, Illinois, with the election results. You'll be able to find that updated on electionresults.kanecountyil.gov. So there you go. Again, ballots casted, nothing yet, of course. So stay tuned for that. This is a good website to go to where you can keep up to date and in the loop with the results. So that's Kane County, Illinois. That's the electionresults.kanecountyil.gov website. So good to go to that one, of course, to check out what's going on and to keep up to date. Lots of things, of course, happening here with it being today with Election Day. There are a lot of other things, of course, that you can also check out as well. FoxValleyMagazine.com, of course, does post things as well on Facebook and also their main website also. They posted, of course, 20 minutes ago, the I Voted sticker, of course, too. So reminding you to go on out there and vote. Roll into the Election Day with half-price sushi at Moto Emoto. Yes, so they are doing a little special deal here. After you vote, head on over to treat yourself to an all-classic and signature sushi rolls for half the price. This is at Moto Emoto at 181 South First Street in St. Charles. You can vote, dine, celebrate, and make Election Day soy delicious. And I like they have it balanced there. They got a red heart and a blue heart. So for anyone, of course. Very nice. Because every vote deserves a delicious reward, whether it's a post-vote celebration or just a regular Tuesday pick-me-up. They've got you sushi. They've got the sushi to make your day even better. So feel free to check that out. That was posted onto what's happening in Geneva, Illinois. They've got that special going on currently right now. That is at Moto Emoto, Asian Kitchen and Sushi. So very good. Get yourself some delicious drinks for the day. Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan indeed. You can also check out, of course, enjoyaurora.com, where you can find other events that are coming up here as well. If you're looking for, of course, some theater performances, any comedy nights, things like that. Specials, lots of good things. Fox Valley Mall is having until December 24th, starting November 7th, Photos with Santa. So if you want to get photos with Santa, get into the holiday spirit, you can check that out too. So lots of good things coming up here. Stay tuned. We're going to be doing that coverage here at the Gail Borden Public Library in just a bit. You're listening to WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. We've got Linda here saying, went to township to vote last week. Parking lot was packed. Line was in the stairwell, but went pretty fast. They had 12 voting stations. So you're keeping us up to date on some of your great stories there when it came to voting and what is to be expected in the very near future. Stay tuned, and we'll be back with more in just a bit. You're listening to WRMN AM 1410, taking you out to lunch.
This is WRMN News.
I'm Marky B reporting. We start in Elgin on November the 2nd, Saturday morning, 12:42 a.m. Officers responded to the 800 block of May Street for a report of shots fired. Upon arrival, Elgin officers confirmed that shots fired had occurred. The preliminary investigation shows the incident was related to a large party which was occurring in the area nearby. If you have information that may assist, please call 847-289-2600 or to text a tip to the Elgin Police. Send a message to 847-411. Please include Elgin PD in the beginning of the text, along with the message and or tip information. In Steele, Missouri, a 3.7 magnitude earthquake struck 2 kilometers east of Steele this weekend. It was early Sunday morning, waking residents and shaking homes. Occurring at approximately 3:44 a.m., the tremor reached the depth of 10.5 kilometers, making it noticeable across parts of Illinois, Missouri, Arkansas, Kentucky, and Tennessee. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, the quake triggered multiple reports from citizens, with many describing the shaking as brief but strong. Earthquakes are relatively rare in the Midwest, but Missouri lies within the New Madrid seismic zone, an area known for its earthquake history. Please join us all day and evening tomorrow on Election Day as WRMN plans to cover the presidential and local elections from wire to wire. It all starts tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. with the first shift, and our coverage could continue all the way until midnight tomorrow night, right here on the Voice of the Valley and the Talk of the Town.
WRMN News, produced in Studio 14 by the River Media Network.
Election Day is here, and WRMN 1410 is your trusted source for the facts. Federal races, county board seats, local offices, and advisory questions. We've got all the information you need. Have a question? What's on your ballot? Call 847-931-1410.
Renew every year. Visit insurekidsnow.gov or call 877-KIDS-NOW. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. We are going to be taking it over to Marky B over at the Gail Borden Public Library here in just a bit. So, of course, please hold for that. Again, you're listening to WRMN AM 1410, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. Hopefully, Mark, if you can hear us here, we're going to be taking it to you. If you want to start talking, you can feel free to do that.
Should be coming to you.
All right. Yeah, you guys are good to start talking.
Or you're Go ahead. You're live.
We're here outside the Gail Borden Library on this voting day. It's election day. I'm Marky B from the first shift. And with us, I have Derek on the camera here. And I'm showing you crowd that we have at the Gail Borden Library right now. It should be open at 7 o'clock. And we've got a line all around here on the outside of the library. And as we pan around, you can see the line wrapping around this afternoon, going into the door. So even though we have a lot of early voting going on over the past 2 weeks, there's still a lot of voting going on today. So it's a busy day here at the Gail Borden Library in downtown Elgin. Even the candidates themselves have been out working it. As we were walking up to get this spot right here, I ran into Anna Moeller. She's the current state representative from the 43rd District. I also ran into Don Puckett, who is her opponent for the 43rd District for state representative. So they're both out here. They're both working it. They're passing out the materials. And that's what's happening at a lot of polling locations around the area. And will be happening until 7 o'clock tonight. The local GOP party is going to be happening at the Arcada Theater tonight. There's 2 different Democratic setups this evening. One's going to be at the Global Brew Tap House in St. Charles. And I think Dean and Matt are both going to go out there tonight to cover some of the Democratic action. We're going to have Cecilia Brooks, who's running for Elgin City Council and helping us out at the radio station, probably going out to Arcata tonight. I may head out there for a little while, too. Our broadcast starts full time at about 4 o'clock this afternoon, and we're going to be on as late as we need to, probably till about midnight tonight. The polls close at 7 o'clock. Got a nice break in the weather right now. It's not raining at the moment here in the Fox River Valley. It's just overcast, kind of comfortable outside, so not too bad. Make sure you get out and vote. You have until 7 o'clock. As long as you get in the line before 7 o'clock, you will get to vote. Polls can't close until they take your vote, as long as you're in line before 7. So that's my report from the Gail Borden Library right now here in the downtown Elgin area. We're going to send it back to Studio 14 with Matt, and we're going to have our continuing coverage throughout the day. Election 24 right here on the Talk of the Town, the Voice of the Valley, WRMN.
All right, so that was Marky B reporting here from the Gail Borden Public Library. Of course, you could see that the lines very much so are very long there too. So people are out, they're voting, they're getting ready. It's an exciting time. So if you want to head on out, that is at the Gail Borden Public Library. Gail Borden Public Library, located at the main library right here in downtown Elgin. You can find more information about the Gail Borden Public Library at gailborden.info. Again, that's gailborden.info is where you can find more information on that, of course. 270 North Grove Avenue in Elgin is where they're located. If you would like to contact their number, you can feel free to do so. That's 847-742-2411. That's 847-742-2411. is that number to dial. So thank you again to Marky B, and of course also Derek behind the camera for informing us a little bit on what's happening over there at the main library. Now, of course, Gail Borden Public Library does also have two other locations. They have the Rayco branch and also the South Elgin branch. The Rayco branch is at 2751 West Bowes Road in Elgin. The South Elgin branch, of course, you guessed it, is in South Elgin at 127 South McLean Boulevard. That information is all posted at the bottom of the screen on their main website, which is gailborden.info. So again, you still have time, of course, to go out and vote. And this is still going to be going on until 7 o'clock. So feel free to check out that information, of course, on the Kane County website. Of course, there's also ballotpedia.org/Illinois for the 2024 ballot measures. You can find all that information posted on there, too. It does tell you info on the citizens, legislator, things that are not on the ballot, external links as well, too. So everything is there for your convenience so that you can keep up to date and so that you are in the know with what's happening here and what is going on as well, too. So very good information posted out here. Again, thank you to Marky B for broadcasting live out at the Gail Borden Library. Very good. We've also got here, of course, where you can go to the canedems.org. That's canedems.org for more information, of course. You also have the Kane County Republicans, which you can find information through that link under canegop.org/events. I'm going to be out there. It's going to be a good time. We're going to be covering, of course, doing some great interviews and, of course, having the coverage of the event that is for Kane County. And it's going to be the Election Night Watch Party that'll be starting at 7 p.m. Doors opening at 6 at the Arcata Theater located in St. Charles at 105 East Main Street. Candidates are going to be featured there, including, of course, the Republican candidates. They're going to be having their cash bar, food provided as well. If you have any questions, feel free to contact their email at canegopmarketing@gmail.com. Again, that's canegopmarketing@gmail.com. Join them for an exciting election night to watch and enjoy. This is going to be at the Rockin' Ravioli Room at the Arcata Theater. So I'll pull up a picture here on the screen for those of you who aren't familiar with the Arcata Theater and that particular room. I'll show it so that you can see exactly what it's going to look like there. It's a beautiful, of course, brick-style room. They've got the beautiful old ceilings, kind of similarly, actually, to the ceilings that are in the soon-to-be community center here at WRMN, and also here in the studio as well. If you're familiar with, of course, WRMN Radio, the studio, as well as the soon-to-be community center, we've got the old-fashioned style of like tin style of roof, and they have a very similar one like that too. A little bit more of a bronze color there. Ours is more of a solid brown, but still, nonetheless, that is the vibe. That is the vibe. So it's a nice room here. That's where it's going to be. So check out more information. You'll be able to find that on their website. This is the Rockin' Ravioli Room. This is where the party is going to be hosted, starting at 7 o'clock. Of course, we're going to be broadcasting live out there. They're going to have some, of course, great drinks, appetizers, food, and, of course, a celebration of America. And voting, of course, absolutely. And the candidates. So it's the Election Night Watch Party starting at 7 o'clock at Arcata Theater. Please join us live here on WRMN. We'll be broadcasting live, of course. You'll be able to listen to us through the AM 1410 dial, of course, also through the applications, through the Google Play Store, and also through the App Store, through our website, WRMN1410.com, and, of course, streaming live on YouTube.com at WRMN Radio. The time is 12:42. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick time out right now. When we come back, we'll then actually be in our Tradio segment. So I will talk about the Tradio callers that have called in. If, of course, you'd like to add yourself to the list, feel free, of course, to contact us through the 847-931-1410 number, or also the 505-926-1410 number, brought to you by Image 360 in South Elgin. We'll take a quick time out. We'll be back with more in just a bit.
Crime is up in Illinois, and I'm not sitting back to wait and watch dangerous, radical left policies destroy Kane County. I'm Andrew Sosnowski. I have over 35 years of experience with prosecutions of crime, advocating for victims and children. I will root out the causes of crime and be the lead county prosecutor who will fight for our freedom, safety, and security. Vote Andrew Sosnowski for Kane County State's Attorney. I'm Andrew Sosnowski, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Sosnowski for Kane Committee. A recent Gallup poll indicated that 38% of Americans are putting off health care because of financial concerns, the highest ever recorded. I'm Dr. Bob Martin, here to serve you every Sunday afternoon from 1 to 4. Millions of Americans are seeking health advice that will not cost an arm and a leg, so I offer health tips and advice absolutely free. Listen to my show, Sunday afternoons from 1 to 4 right here on WRMN, AM 1410 and 96.7 FM, the voice of the Valley and the home of Radio Shopping Show.
Let me tell you a story about Bill. Bill was a normal guy in his 50s. He had back surgery about 2 years ago. Bill was in a lot of pain. He dealt with his pain by taking the Percocets his doctor prescribed for him. Bill took more and more and more of them to help with the pain, until one day the prescriptions weren't enough to get rid of Bill's pain. Then one day Bill found someone to help him get rid of the pain with illegal drugs he didn't need a prescription for. Fast forward to today. Bill lost his job and his family. The only thing he does have is his drug dealer. If you know Bill's story and you don't want to end up like Bill, call the Detox and Treatment Helpline right now to get away and get treatment.
800-694-1127. 800-694-1127. 800-694-1127. Call right now. Help is standing by. 800-694-1127.
Everyone has a community to lean on. A neighborhood, school, kids' teams, where you worship, work out, or any other place or group where you choose to belong. Communities can provide support when you need it, and even when you don't know you do. Like when it comes to preventing underage drinking and other substance use. You've talked with your kids and shared clear expectations, but you're not with them every minute. Your community members, friends and relatives, teachers and coaches, faith leaders, and other important adults in your kids' lives can be your eyes, ears, and a supportive influence when you're not around, reinforcing your messages with your kids and alerting you to warning signs of underage drinking or other substance use. So talk with your kids about these issues and involve the members of your community to help keep your kids safe. Because when you talk, they hear you.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN, AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. We hope you are enjoying your day so far. Happy Tuesday, happy Blues Day Tuesday, and of course also Election Day. It is quite the day today. Even though it is overcast skies today, it is definitely still a day to be excited about, anticipated for, maybe even a little bit nervous here and there too. That's okay. But it's a day to, of course, be a part of the election because it's important. Of course, absolutely. So that is coming up, of course, very, very soon. The day is going to go by pretty fast, I'm thinking here. It already has. We see a little bit more overcast skies. The rain has stopped now, though. And we're going to continue on, of course, with live broadcasting here from downtown Elgin, as well as out in St. Charles as well, too. So stay tuned for that. That'll be coming up in just a bit. Especially later tonight at 7 o'clock. We're going to be having a good time. It's going to be a good time. Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. So we'll be streaming live here too. I'll be out there, of course. You'll be able to see and hear me, as well as Dino, as well as some other wonderful guests that are also going to be on there, some of the wonderful candidates as well. So stay tuned for that. That'll be coming up at 7 o'clock when the party starts. That's when the party gets started at Arcata. Very, very cool. So stay tuned for that. Again, I've been promoting these different websites here, of course, when it comes to the Kane County. We've got the clerk.kanecounty illinois.gov website that you can go to. That'll keep you up to date with the Kane County, Illinois election results, so you can feel free to check that out. Don't forget, of course, we also do have the kanedems.org about them, where you can read about the candidates there. Any upcoming events also featured there as well, too. So feel free to check that out. Kane County residents will vote on federal, state, and local races in the 2024 general election. This is the Kane County Democratic website, kanedems.org. Democrats just get the job done. It says here, meet candidates who only want to serve our community. Government without drama, common sense solutions working for the common good. So feel free to check out that information posted on kanedems.org. That's kanedems.org for more information. Taking a look here and a listen, we'll go into our Tradio segment. So we'll talk about the previous Tradio callers that have called in within the past couple of weeks or so. So we'll bring that up here, talk about Tradio, mention, of course, who has recently called in, what is going on. And, of course, if you'd like to add yourself to the list, feel free to also call in or also text as well here too. So we have some Tradio callers here. We have Wood by Jeff in Elburn. He still has lots of things for free that he's looking to get rid of here. He's got the concrete boards, shelving boards. He's got a lot of those things out there too. Tinder pieces. He also has a solar heating kit, mail sorters, Hobbit house, and then he's also still looking for a place for his shop. So if you'd like to reach out to him, that number is 630-365-9488. Again, 630-365-9488 is that number to dial. Another Tradio caller here has the movie posters for sale, original theatrical film posters. Film posters make great wall art as well as some awesome holiday gifts. So if you're looking for any particular posters, something that is catching your eye, something maybe that you've been looking for, feel free, of course, to contact him either through email or text. Through email, it's billsellsposters@gmail.com. Again, that's billsellsposters@gmail.com. And then, of course, you can also text him at 708-793-3980. Again, that's 708-793-3980. So he's got a lot of different original theatrical posters for sure. Another Tradio caller here, Motorcycle Tony, has those Japanese motorcycles, or he's looking for Japanese motorcycles and scooters. They can also be in any condition as well. He pays cash, got a trailer for transportation. Feel free to reach out to him. That number is 630-335-3312. Again, 630-335-3312. That's Motorcycle Tony. Another Tradio caller here is selling furniture, a pit couch in the color brown, about 20 years old, huge in size, about $100 or best offer on that. And she's located out in Huntley. Now, she also does have a CPAC machine with hoses and face masks for a Dream Station from Philips. That number to dial is 847-271-8219. Again, that's 847-271-8219. Another Tradio caller here has the fluorescent 4-foot light fixtures. They're 2 bulbs with the plastic covers, so 2 bulb each on those 4-foot light fixtures. They're fluorescent. They do come with the plastic covers. 10 of them in total, $20 each on them. So if you want to reach out to her, to him, that number is 847-697-7876. 847-697-7876 is that number to dial. Another Tradio caller here has the 13 bundles of shingles for sale. They're architectural shingles. The color is estate gray. Also included in this as well, he's got 2 rolls of ice and water barriers, $150 for it. Also has another item that's $150. That is a 10 by 17 shed in a box. Excellent condition. So if you are interested in any of those items, please feel free to reach out to him. That number is 847-8813. Again, 847-8813. Another Tradio caller here is looking for 2 chickens. If anyone's got any chickens, feel free to reach out to them. That number is 224-281-9311. 224-281-9311. And then we have another trader caller here, Antique Jim. He's looking to buy those antiques, all kinds. He also does pay cash as well, too. So if you would like to reach out to him, that number is 847-414-7267. Again, that's 847-414-7267 is that number to dial. Let's see here. Taking a look, those are the Tradio callers that have recently called in within the past couple of weeks or so. There also are some pictures here that Marky B did post, so I do want to post these pictures on the YouTube side of things, so that of course you'll be able to see it. So I'll make sure to pull those up on the screen properly there. Does tell, of course, a list of the candidates with their signs as well that are officially now up on the out on the lawns here too. So we'll make sure to cover that so that you, of course, can know exactly and see exactly what is going on there too. So very, very nice. We'll make sure to pull that up there so that you can see it. So we've got here, of course, on the screen, we've got limited government, no big government, Dan Ugasti for state representative. So that has been posted. Lance Bell for Kane County Board Chairman. So his sign is also out there too. Andrew Sosnowski for Kane County State's Attorney. Jamie Mosser for Kane County State's Attorney as well, re-elect. Doing more for Kane County. Anna Moeller, Democrat for state representatives. So that her sign is also out there too. Mark Rice for Congress, Illinois 8th District. Donald P. Puckett, 43rd District State Representative. So those pictures have been also posted on there too. Thank you to Marky B for posting that and informing us also on those different signs to see. Of course, you can see them all, especially towards City Hall in downtown Elgin. That's been all posted on there. So there you go. 847-931-1410. We do have a caller on hold. We'll take it to the phone lines here. Hi there, caller. You're on with WRMN.
Hi, thank you. I'm looking, my fan broke, my floor fan, and I need to get another one. If there's somebody out there that got central air, not using their floor fan, maybe they can give me a call, and if it's reasonable, I just need a fan.
All right, and what's the number to dial?
847-717. Are you there?
I'm still here. Yep, so I got the first 6 numbers.
Okay, 3028.
All right, perfect. We'll pass that message along. Thanks so much for calling in today. All right, so we got Tradio caller number 1 today. She is looking for a floor fan. So her floor fan did break. So if anyone is interested, do you have maybe a floor fan that still works? Feel free to reach out to her. Call her number at 847-717-3028. Again, that's 847-717-3028. Again, 847-717-3028. 28 is that number to dial. Again, looking for a floor fan. It looks like hers did break. So if anyone is interested, 847-717-3028. We've been having some good comments here in the YouTube side of things. The Dutchman's Woof Jack saying hi to Wendy. We have Uncle Gare here. I know I call him Uncle Gare. You're used to because they're hearing him as Uncle Gare, of course. He's here on the YouTube side of things. He's got 2 of the chicken emojis. That woman looking for the 2 chickens. So he's in support for that. Nice. This does wrap it up here for Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. We have a very exciting pack-filled day today, so stay tuned for that. We are WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley, making sure you are kept up to date and in the loop with what's happening with WRMN, and of course, what is happening in the Fox River Valley. And of course, the big event we've got here, it's election night. We're going to be covering it, so stay tuned for that. And we're going to be covering it all the way till the end. So stay tuned for that. You can tune in to WRMN AM 1410 through the dial, through the apps, through our website, or also through youtube.com at WRMN Radio. Best of luck to everyone out there, and have a wonderful rest of your day. You'll be seeing me later at the Arcata Theater.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410. Elgin time, 1 o'clock.
La Flor Taco Grill at 910 Dundee Avenue at the corner of Slade in Elgin is under new management. Enjoy a huge selection of salads, quesadillas, tacos, burritos, and more. La Flor Taco Grill also has American cuisine favorites and breakfast. Bring the kids. There's a kids menu that they'll love. Are you planning a party this summer? La Flor also has catering with all types of both Mexican and American foods. Call 847-214-1306 or La Flor Taco Grill on Facebook.
Rise and shine, Fox Valley listeners. It's time to kickstart your day with First Shift with Marky B on WRMN 1410 AM. From 6 to 9 a.m., join the chatter that gets you clued in with the latest buzz around town. Don't just sip on your coffee. Let Marky B brew your morning with the perfect mix of news, views, and moves. Dial us in or live stream at WRMN1410.com and make your mornings a whole lot brighter. WRMN 1410 AM. We're the